Okay. We 52 54 year more there. DJ more. The TV ya trans hair call. Ya ho ye there. Me busa Jamila se ache. No ya na hu na che. Sa. Is it so nyini o? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oni ni di nkomo. Ah, oni akwada ndi nkomo. O se me musa ne maami asem. Ah. Hey, solo betie. Baba so ti oni Jamila di nkomo.
Boss me cancer.
Oh. Me see Jamila ho te sen. Na me busa na se ache. Sami so ye dance ni. And also mudi nkomo. Me musa ne maami ho asem anope.
True ne maami.
So I said there, if you say Jamila ba, say me nka ne maami asem. Oh. Omunya be land say enye maami ne papa asem bi. Omu ne hian. Omu ne Ghana dachi. Obehwe na bia Jamila wanyi wa be lawyer bi na doctor bi na obehwe na onzo me he na obeye NDC ntina ya fa no minister for information na say health minister MP for Kronom Afrancho ana kro yi tafoso ana bibisa ana goso ana say Sankore Asunavo East ana baba o Asunavo South. Oh, me friend line in the obey NDC.
I don't know.
Oh, some all right, okay, so Ghana Premier League shall send round. Accra Hearts of Oak. One more or Solosi they were left frustrated. Goalless draw and normal boy. Now and for the Hearts of Oak for a long time. They won beyond us on a year empty and pa. Kofon and Namuram and Nam and Aqua. Waterfall, Nina, and I say I'm pa bone to me tomonet. Pa, some make you sure say. But the coaches have also worked. You see a disciplined side.
Almost I'm about 10 against 11.
And they are Namunyaka.
Because he brunia. Against 11.
Debut this time 10 against 7. Ne boy I had you. Said you. Minim the best players no more. When they are 10 bout teams and Kofono, or my bass or Mumba ni bi. Na me hear so many wo stadium ho. Because more players be on na edwuma pa. On na left for bi. E wo ni mo no speed bi. Hey. Na my bass o mbebo bi. So metima ni say ya dia. O kai se sana basake. Last year, they drew a we na fe omo fighting for their life. But they were fighting for their life.
Someone who say omo ba hufuru say ya gidi no mo dey pay points kakra go. Komo nim say ko akire onu ma e be beat omo kakra.
Okay. So Didi Dramani says his side gave everything required in football, but lacked the final edge to secure victory. Sa na league ne ko anymore. Tijani Abdul-Bashiru has praised his players for their tactical discipline and mental strength after holding Hearts of Oak to that draw. Kim Grant has criticized the performance of Hearts of Oak against Hohoe. Kim Grant says, what did I just watch? He posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
Respect to Hohoe United. Defended like warriors, even with 10 men for 30 minutes. But across the Oak, wow, for a club of this size, this is the level. Not a single proper shot on target in the second half. Poor decision making, wild crosses, forced passes, giving the ball away like it's a charity work. Where are the fair and exciting players? This is Hearts of Oak, not side to side. No Rick's Football FC. The bad deserves better. This is why
Eh, the in baby
O coach yana. I don't think so. Kim Grant coach. My friend Busan my so coach way because usually the Jamaica san or Kasat se pandit.
Yeah.
Coaches don't talk like that. Baba dem go ati
Meti
ase.
ase pa.
Omo tete radio ni TV so ya analysis no of nkofo game no na kasa sa.
But I said, was what Kim Grant?
Mhm.
I said, he's like that. Ope comment about how to feel.
And then bia un coaching tra
When it's going well.
because o coach o Ukraine Division 5 kura o ha. We don't expect you. So be will be match. Unia ba ku coach. Aboba na o kan say.
But I said, the one okay.
Baba ne die hu nyina na eka. Adwuma bia wo mmra. Coach ba ko ntra ba bi analyzing nua like he's doing. But the all kind is pandits na sa. We Gary Neville madwuma.
But o hwe ne ntro ya no so edru ba bia
Mhm.
na ne house of folk ne bakakra.
Of course.
Na the Kim Ground so has ni.
Oh, yeah.
O so e house.
Oh masa munya.
So bo house.
Oh.
One bo house. And was abe coach ya si ya na
Oh
house.
chapter 10.
Oh, we still do.
Was it the
Football.
Oh
Oh,
coach here.
former players. Kim Grant
No,
abo
he-
house da.
Me dem in kai there. Men kai.
But
I
you
don't
know,
not that tired.
But
Na
you
me
know,
check
it's
it.
so kotoko.
Na me check
But
it.
you
Why?
kotoko card we so kotoko.
Sanity.
Debi. Yen kan so dey ka a coach. Solo dey oti radio so kika ne nsem. And the solo ne kan nsem ya come anyhow no matter which team he supports. What I say, but this is a coach. Kim Grant dey all Ghana ha yeti krom ha na obebo Black Star kakra no. Na minim so or support Ghana ball kra minim so onimu ona onim team bia ha. Kim Grant dey one ofra broche ba yo. About it.
When I na ya bruche nkwa.
Oh, that's not ba ye hu omo ti. Solo. Ya nyini kakra o na mo ya na unsa ya yini ntira. Tony Bafo o ba ye hu no. Omo nyina omo mfifra broche ba ye nyina. Omo Tony Bafo yi omo Chief Samade ne.
I
On the first match of my Black Stars, obo no kuma ya.
Kim Grant.
Tony Bafo.
Okay.
Obo ha na Ghana ni Benin. E wa. Wampon ye yini film no de Ghana flag trap park no nya hia ye. Kim Grant e ba no nim Ghana hwe te Tony Bafo no Otuo Acheampong omu nim team bi o Ghana ha omu fra brochi te de na edidi bi semenyo mo bayi.
Sabia. Hansadu sapem.
Yes, na ye there na all of a sudden I say okay anyway. And to solo person just say wan kasa as a pandit or kasa as a supporter.
Okasa as a pandit early stages. Unsa ne nkasa ya no me breaking it down. Edru ba bia na say okasa say house of folk kitani and obi a ha say dana.
Me the or kasa say obi a or criticize didi.
Especially unsa edru ba bia no aka say the badge deserves better. Obi obeka say the badge deserves better.
He's a former coach.
Entina make us sometimes no kasa say house ni.
He's a former coach. Or kasa as a
But
former
no
coach.
be bia obo Ho United abaso na okasa as a pandit.
Or kasa as a former coach. Or kasa as a former coach. You or say giving the ball away like a charity. Where are the fair and exciting players? What is has enough fair, exciting players? No, that's one way. This is Hearts of Folk, not side to side. Someone as a former coach. No risk football FC. The badge deserves better. Some former coaches can also talk like that. And that's what the Mourinho mo can be for
Kim Grant
Manchester.
to pa Ghana hat
Oh, Mourinho mo can be for
Criticizing
Manchester.
Manchester United a lot.
Team of support Kim Grant. Per the watch radio and team of support here.
Okay, me fan say team or coach here so has.
Former coach. He's speaking as former coach.
Okay, so reigning champions Baby and Gold Stars launch their title defense on Sunday with a stern home tests against Bechem United. After narrowly avoiding relegation in their debut Ghana Premier League season, Young Apostles begin the campaign with a tough home test against Midiema, Brekum Chelsea, will kick off their first. Some will lock horns. Okay. 2025, the Premier League campaign with a high-profile showdown. So, Loso bro, high-profile showdown. High-profile showdown, baby. A high-profile showdown.
A high-profile showdown.
And we had them. A high-profile showdown. Okay.
And now, so
I am matching. I'm
I could talk quite any money. Sunyane. On this Sunyane supporters.
But all the my headline. Miss on Bacho. Bacho. You headline na waba. Yes, so so no solo no. So when we enter in Gabium.
Say no. I was so encouraging in
when we no. Sana Domnia is a politician.
By raging.
Oh, almost to me now.
Oh, gonna have
Ombeya, we say pet.
Had you hide
no.
To really turn.
I don't want to go brown. But one or two.
How do you yourself for some? How do you?
I mean, just say if you some to a baby, so long you grow man or two.
Oh, we are pointing there.
Anna, and this are so low the older so kind of crazy.
I was where that's what to me. I mean, kind of crazy.
Opa man, yourself. Open politics.
I said, boss, oh my God. Yes, that's it.
I'll say a high profile showdown. Let's hope it is. Abdul Karim Zito has set a bold tone ahead of the opening match. Okay, Zito insists that nothing short of victory will be acceptable for the Pokemon Warriors. And Kotoko doesn't need anything apart from a win, he declared. Zito like Asano.
Yeah.
And you ran on the phone about one, I said. Some
say the pair of kind of day. Enra, and you may almost be more. And no,
I'm matching it.
Martin,
oh, Tom the Mom, they say, oh, yeah, over you.
Nabio. On Babo matches, maybe. Saturday and Saturday. And then match day. Oh, for me doing some full total.
And I mean, just a run you ran on
the man
10 p.m.
There's a beer phone or Amos.
I would do
what the man and what do.
No assist or Amos.
There be any intimate. Mazako, now you go.
Team Nuzura.
Say no. Amos no.
On
the Mama, Omudum no. Man can be a message.
You cry also.
Security
name also.
Both will be crude be able to be got tested. Will be a also me so.
Oko heme phone.
And yema
all the ban would do.
I very go for
okay. Police. Police mama kwanza.
And then the 13th of September, Eddie Howe says his relationship with Isaac changed after the former Newcastle United striker went on strike to force through a move to Liverpool. Relationship changed. I say
what I say last time I story review now Busam so no crack. I said inside the club players because he said during the second round last season the attitude is high. And on a coach also say mra na on best at pre-season. Na I wasn't called vanity in pre-season. No. The attitude be as
Mikel Arteta say Liverpool are the strongest for sure. Omo players almost sign here they say they are the best.
They are not the best.
And that they signed the most decisive players.
Now,
so they are the favorites. Oh, so me and line.
What's a player? Where go Monga? Was so good to be a
oh, my enkai.
Victor Jokeres. I've heard the other cast will be as a
Unti. Ateta na akasa. And now they are be headline. And the against one and the judging.
I was not just Ateta.
you can disagree with him, but waka me ba cho says them na mo dia ba de ma cho se enka ne eka to ne nya du mi nya kan me I can o de on ka che say no tie omo no mo ya adwene nko asem ne enka ha
dey watch na adwene
and mo ma me kan ma de so
akoto go monga
Ateta say Liverpool omo de over 250 million sign just 2 players. It was they signed the most decisive players. On any fan walk on. I got the Florian Wirtz and Isaac. Oka players who made decisive.
0 goals, 0 assists.
Pep Guardiola say
Helen Redek boss come 1 minute.
Only me we are now. Pep say only Anslot. Disagree with Anslot very that Isaac is probably the best striker in the world, claiming that Erling Haaland is a better player. No, in terms of the statistics, in terms of everything, any de casa, any kind I been to say no. Erling Haaland goes a wash shedding the Oshe. Empo Omuninachi Premier League, no. Each and every year he has been better than Isaac. We say you cannot disagree with Pep. Unai Emery says it is good news. Emi Martinez stayed, saying the goalkeeper is happy again. Pep Guardiola insists he's not expecting new goalkeeper Donnarumma to match Ederson's footwork. Onim dada. Dem keke kanyina onim. And na me zo mo busa ne say, e dey the man is special pa. O se ne tenten. Se akwa ni ginawa. Which is a Bema.
Osaka so rise to the occasion in top games, big matches.
First now you go secondary school, your boarding house. So the mumu go school the na minim.
Yeah, ko ne bi wo.
Ba yen pay pension. Who say minim no a bathhouse kesi bi no minim jeje.
And no bi na use.
Who remote is a beer mema chain.
Say no must sound there.
Which is a mema. Munyina mo ye mema baby a mema chain. We be ten.
You be cry no mo say that dware ahoma che
yeah, a mema. Oh, yes. The Pepsi.
Sadie you.
Donnarumma bema.
Sadie
oh, so I'm cover seven. This is hell not about me again.
Islam enye.
That's saying some mujara boom.
We yanko bema yi oncho.
Oh, you obi ejare. Ni betwe ni pa back. School from college jare at school we 12 13 14 years they are deja
14 years
oh they name kola born in that time we na animal deja
14 years it's no
Enzo Maresca has confirmed that the lady baba the Islam video content hey there is zero who share now no business baba can dey no time
na mere onye
I said the teacher no the Islamic teacher no. I see there's a late decision Kopama me boy. Ateta has confirmed that because Saka William Saliba want to stay at Arsenal in a bid to end speculation over their futures. Xabi Alonso, Ancelotti not calling any Real Madrid players. Vini was due to a suspension. I will teach him. Said there's no problem. There's no problem. Okay, then Milan Ultras confirmed they won't support the team in their next home game against Bologna. I will not travel to Turin for a match against Juventus on October for the 5th year in a row. They
are not happy. According to them, they're not happy with how Omo run a club. No? They think that some players are more Tomo Afino. If you want to compete,
and your coach Nasem, me boy.
And your coach Nasem,
coach na comes on good training grounds.
Tijani Reinders omo tono no na Malik Tiawo no
supporters omo in their course with team no ya na say they be am catch o and you be say Tijani Reinders no Milan penny for their turn e omo de so omo turn also omo shi team no e na ye massa ane man
but you can ya me no ya adwon but on say a big club say Arsenal say o ko sisi a okoso akoto decline rise difficult deal
because it depends on where Arsenal is today. So what I say, and maybe in check, and Arsenal ton prices assets like Van Persie to Manchester United. ɛyɛ na yɛ occasion no time na wo mu no baba and Milan should understand and allow them to build the team using normal resources kakra no
okay
a big club all right but sika sem na running football say o so what you say
The Italian clubs or Muniska.
yeah Dieter Hamann has explained why Michael Owen is wrong to suggest that Premier League goal record should mean more to Hurricane than trophies. UEFA has decided to lift Hansi Flick's ban. Yes, I know. Baba Han Eko wa me wa. TM ban so 7-14. But I have Zuma Kasangwa.
Was an World Athletics Championship social see Tokyo.
Okay.
Ghana yedi athlete eko. Ti ene heat in the cry bi mu. Oh, ye be boy homodin.
No dey say go din medal bia o.
Ye be boy homodin. They say only a relay team no. Omo
I say dey go World Cup no. Ye go kan ho keke na numbers na so. Ni adiji sika ba we dey. Na. Anasolo your medal hopeful be.
Oh yes.
Hey sir.
Oh ebi wo. High jumper, Rose amwenima ye boa.
Wo kwaje medal ba.
Oh betimi anya medal.
Hey world. If you are singing.
Oh betimi anya.
No betimi na even na huri.
Oh betimi.
Oh
Betimi.
okay.
So to say a sprinters recent months ni we omo bomb modern pa.
Someone go do baby na.
Abdul Rashid Saminu Benjamin Azamati Joseph Polamo. Very optimistic. So
okay. So we Ghana ni na okay. As a Ghana ko work up na say ko je. Lawyer.
I was
na Stephen Aba. Na o mecheche kanji mo ma ncheche.
Otozo bi Mendy.
Mo kanche Adams so.
Otozo bi Mendy. To Victor Jokeres. Okofa hinkape betna. Echira.
No obezo de bi ya.
Fi say. Unti me kan chire wi ase nyina say obi assign decisive players. O se ka habet no.
O say decisive no. What headline no where? You put the decisive in quotes. No me refer. Me refer. You put the decisive in quotes. Mumu for crowd. I go mumu for crowd. Go mu din komo bi kire na dwe. So na ado de. O say decisive. Omo apa na che ho. Na pass pa.
Wakoto go mong.
Liverpool are the best.
Aya na tina say. We say Zubimendi a better chair party.
Oh yeah, na Zapanya party only Liverpool.
What's on
Liverpool are bought the most decisive players.
Upgrade over parties with Mendy.
But the most decisive players are Florent Wirtz and then Isaac.
And I'm decisive player. And go Monga, Victor Jokeres.
Oh yeah, they will do well. They will win something this year. As I'm but Liverpool bought the most decisive players.
Premier League.
Oh yeah, Premier League will be a
Moji Champions League, Moji Premier League.
Yeah, Beijing but will be a Suji.
80 and pay the boss player. Ebie Kwanum live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Emra Sanso on pay ye konko funkroso na ensamwa edi adencheche ensamwa no pay ebum fumpa e onko funkroso no ye de honsem ato anim ensam no doso pa ene anopay na mom de dise fata sawhwe na utie ena yede esum wo eye kitikiti man polibi ena ewo ma aka nsuo yanom aka ebu no pa anopɛ ye to ebu ase na ya tere no emra ya confirm emunu nyina ede amawo on Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV eye ye social community ni din no enti Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV on Facebook o sha commente na me ba na the boss player to no boase akenkan nyina ama said ye say ene said ye efata ene anopay ye ba sha se efi major European leagues no the major ones no French Ligue 1 fixtures and results for match day 4 enra ena esha se na Olympic drama se etra fie Orange Velodrome Marseille Kromo or say enai Lauren Antimi Anti Academy Mason Greenwood Benjamin Pavard Afe Gomez and Naive Agiet among and a bogus no ɛde ɛma Olympic drama sɛ ɛnɛ Nice ɛne Nantes ɛde ɛbɔ ani ɛwɔ Alliance Riviera Nice kurom wɔ ɛyɛ France ɛna game no ɛtɔ fam afei Auxerre ɛne AS Monaco ɛde ɛbɔ so ɛyɛ 7:05 p.m. na afei ɔkyena games no ɛtumi atoa so ɛwɔ French League anom Lille ɛne Toulouse ɛde ɛbɔ ani ɛwɔ Decathlon Arena ɛno akyiri Brest ɛne Paris FC ɛbɛbɔ na ukɔ meta so ya amane Angers ɛbɛbɔ 3:15 p.m. ɛwɔ Saint Symphorien na afei Paris Saint-Germain ɛne Lens ɛde abɔ ani ɛwɔ Parc des Princes France na Strasbourg ɛne Le Havre ɛde abɔ ani ɛwɔ Stade de la Minao ɛbɛnya Stade Rennais ɔne Lyon ɛde ɛbɔ Orange Park wei ɛne matches a ɛtɔ dwam ɛwɔ French League anom say and a French League and table dom esi etia after match day 3 ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain and a LED 9 points and a Kutana Lyon ɛtɔso mmienum ɛwɔ 9 points Lille ɛtɔso mmiɛnsa ɔno ɛwɔ 7 points Monaco ɛtɔso 9 ɛwɔ 6 points Lens ɛtɔso enum ɔno nso ɛwɔ 5 points na ɔhwɛ top scores na ɛyɛ João Neves of Paris Saint-Germain was 3 goals and a Madri ono ewo 2 goals and was Ousmane Dembele our PSG ono so ultimate as 2 goals and pay ya don some atonim yebeko Bundesliga num results and fixtures for match day 3 say and I see ATM and run a sales here our Bay Arena Leverkusen Etran Fiete Anton Frankfurt SN Kamiensa Frankfurt Forum at the Academy Bako na Grimaldo Alex able 2 goals and a Patrick Schick about 1 goal at the ML team nom and the matches now at Twaso na Hettenham better fee na on it Borussia Dortmund at the Abosom our vote Arena at 1:30 p.m. now for FC Union Berlin and Hoffenheim at the Ebony our under 10 FC and a Etran fee now for and also aggressive Koye our side game num Mainz 5 and RB Leipzig at the Aboso our Mewa Arena na Freiburg and Stuttgart at the Aboso our Europa Park Stadion Wolfsburg and FC Cologne and our Volkswagen Arena Bayern Munich and Hamburg SV at the Aboso our Alliance Riviera na Utoni Koko Piema Nyanko Pomwa Watnam St. Pauli and Osburg at the Ebony na for Borussia Mönchengladbach and Werder Bremen 3:30 tonight and no and the last game or tonight our Bundesliga numa ya don some atuanim say and a table no esi etia after match day 2 Bayern Munich and a LED our 6 points Frankfurt etoso miensam wamom Frankfurt toso mienum our 6 points FC Cologne etoso miensam with 6 points Dortmund etoso 9 with 4 points St. Pauli etoso enum after 2 matches our 4 points na ultra top scorers our Bundesliga numa Michael Olise Esiakan Emma Bayern Munich was 3 goals Hurricane our Bayern Munich was 3 goals Sehu Girassi our Dortmund 3 goals and then some ultimate aka ya don some atu anim ene anopay yebeko Serie A num na fe yahwem results and fixtures for match day 3 na say ena ene matches no esi etiem e Serie A num Cagliari ebetranfie na on Parma at the Aboso ewo Unipo Dompu Stadium na fe Juventus and Inter Milan 4 p.m. and then our Alliance Stadium Torino Como Fiorentina and Napoli about 6:45 p.m. our Artemio Franchi Firenze and a side game no ebetimi atofem Nyankopon bo watnam AS Roma and Torino at the Ebani our Stadio Olimpico Roma Cromwell and a game no at them now for Atalanta and Lecce at the Aboso 1 p.m. our Jewish Stadium Bergamo na Pesa and Udini and a bomb our Arena Gabalini now for Yanya Sassuolo on it Lazio at the Aboso Alme Paris Stadium AC Milan and Bologna and a bomb our Stadio Giuseppe Meazza 6:45 p.m. Nyankopon a wɔkyena Monday night football in Serie A ɛyɛ Hellas Verona and Cremonese ɛna ɛde ɛbɔ so ɛwɔ Stadio Marc Antonio Bentingoli na Como ɛne Genoa ɛde ɛbɔ so 6:45 mede to anim sɛ wei ɛne matches a ɛbɛtɔ dwam ɛwɔ Serie A no ma no pɛi yɛto nsɛm ato anim sei na table no teɛ after match day 2 Napoli LD with 6 points Juventus atoso mmienum with 6 points Cremonese atoso mmiɛnsa 6 points Roma atoso enai with 6 points Udine atoso enum with 6 points ɛna Inter Milan atoso ensia 3 points Lazio atoso enso 3 points Milan atoso enwɔtwe amo 3 points a anɔpɛi yɛdo nsɛm ato anim common so our 3 points a ya confirm sa story ni nyina ama enne anɔpɛi yɛbɛba na afei yɛwuram ɛwɔ Spanish Premier Division Santander La Liga no mu na sei ɛna match day 4 ɛho nsɛm no esi ɛtiɛ ɛnura ɛyɛ Friday night football ɛwɔ Stadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan yenya Sevilla oshemienum ema FCH enso etimi eshemienum na Isaac Romero ena PK ena about 2 goals ema Sevilla mra Andrew Silva and Rafa Mil enya 2 goals edi ema H Bobokonom na ene Getafe betramfie on Re Oviedo edi ebosom ewe Estadio Coliseum na fe Real Sociedad at 2:15 p.m. on Real Madrid edi ebani ewe Estadio Municipal di Anoeta na Athletic Club Bilbao and Deportivo Alaves ebebom 4:30 p.m. our summer mess barrier Bilbao Cromom na Atletico di Madrid and Villarreal at the abosom our Real Metropolitano Nyankopobwa Otnam Celta Vigo and Girona ebebom na fe Lavente and Rebetes about 2:15 p.m. our Ciudad de Valencia Osasuna and Rayo Vallecano at the Bosso 4:30 p.m. Our El Sada Pamplona, not Barcelona, at Trafie, our Estadi Joan Cruyff Stadium, now on it Valencia at the Abosso 7 p.m. Tinam na Espanyol and Re Mallorca on Monday night football. Our RCDE Stadium 7 p.m. Monday. Bet me I told you say at the 3 Madrid our 9 points and Athletic Club and also our 9 points Villarreal atoso miensam with 7 points Barca atoso enai with 7 points Espanyol atoso enum with 7 points say and a petitinum esi etie Andren Liso our Hetafe ono as 3 goals afe Butanan our Villarreal 3 goals Kylian Mbappe Loten Madrid 3 goals and also ensa etimi aka and pay yere san semana atu anim on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM Oyerepa efinyame enti anopay yerom ewo English Premier League num na fe yahwem match day 4 said ya hunsun sonsono ebeye said ya fixtures no esi etie na say and the games no esi etie 11:30 am ya yebenya Arsenal on Nottingham Forest at the Ebony Arsenal Nottingham Forest and at the Ebony a Emirates Stadium and a game no ultimate atoga now say FC Bournemouth and Brighton at the Abosom game no a Vitality Stadium Peter Banks a center referee our game no Crystal Palace and Sunderland at the Abosom Abusia na Everton and Aston Villa at the Abweni Fulham Bebo Leeds United our Kevin Cottage Facebook phone Montreal Premier League table na dash screen so yeah can fixtures once now for Newcastle United and Overhampton Wanderers at the Abosom our St James's Park na West Ham United and Tottenham Spurs ababom our London Stadium Brentford and Chelsea and at the Albany our G-Tech Community Stadium Stuart Atuo ɛyɛ center referee Nyankopɔn boa ɔtenam Burnley ɛne Liverpool ɛbɔ 1 p.m. ɛwɔ Turf Moor Michael Oliver ɛyɛ center referee City ɛne Manchester United the Manchester Derby ɛyɛ 3:30 p.m. Anthony Taylor ɛyɛ center referee tenam ɛwɔ Etihad Stadium a yɛde ho nsɛm ato anim ɛnɛ anɔpɛ sei ɛna table no esi ɛteɛ abusuam Liverpool LD with 9 points with 7 points Arsenal ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa with 6 points ɛna Tottenham Spurs ɛtɔ so 9 with 6 points Everton ɛtɔ so enum ɔmo nso ɛwɔ 6 points a anɔpɛ yi yɛde ho nsɛm ato anim na sei ɛna top scorers no ɛteɛ yɛwɔ Erling Haaland of Manchester City 3 goals in Ndiaye of Everton 2 goals Ocon Enzo Fernandez 2 goals João Pedro nom ɛnyanya 2 goals a yɛde ho nsɛm ato anim ɛnɛ anɔpɛ on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM na abusua anɔpɛ yi yɛyɛ live ɛwɔ Facebook pages no so Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio on Facebook on your radio Oyerepa 100.7 FM and afei yeah live our TV no so mamim to ansem no so emfi Africa ha na enra mebeka ali wansem etchel budget odua ama prove for afi na under President Mahmoud Hatip emra obe president ema ali no wa dominate African football and Egyptian football onim say Egyptian league no wa jinsia na CAF Champions League wate a 9 Egypt Cup wate a 9 Egyptian Super Cup wate nsia CAF Super Cup wate mienum and a Continent Cup wate me atibakom FIFA Club World Cup okuta 3 bronze medals enti oruanom or they are two confirming say uncontested again in the upcoming elections and no ayan sama oruano eti atuja President Mahmoud Hatip agent na agent bi ne kasa for Saudi Arabia job or say on to so enye djuma ema alibiem oda alifoni nyinasi and your reporter ekutame enano pay na Lucas Ribeiro Costa de menseka HM say we movie to Spain or Brazilian forwarder na osia kan ema Mamelodi Sundowns after free agent no wa joining club ewo Spain yɛde ho nsɛm ɛto anim ɛnra na ɛyɛ younger day na supporters ɛkɔ stadium akɔhwɛ game no bie na nya nsɛm ketewa enti anɔpɛ on Oyerepa TV yɛbɛhwɛ younger day no said the fans ekokotwe game na nya sem kito na good day no kra younger day fans eko stadium ho abusuafo mo nhwe younger day na mo mfama me aha de hu yi ntokwa bi esi awo Cameroon ho ne ade a we nye younger day no younger day ni enti younger day celebrations na anopay that screens no so a uhwe bie no enra supporters awodo a na wo stadium ho enya supporters keto a enti ningina monom aye live on Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio on Facebook and also na media no pay na maba Spain abeti nkomom e Spain na Chapi Alonso aye manager ema Madrid na openi adan and Don Carlo Ancelotti as a auto and some afre ni players the last international break no as a one fre Madrid player bio and on semuntie Vinicius Junior a suspension ti and one from Militao afei and all returning from a long term injury enti na ehube here say abema players no etimi arrested afei Rodrigo so yanyina ni mafei na all improve na Hendrick Epram enti officer at the right time Don Carlo Ancelotti players ya yejomo nkomoyi abato ne sam ete afra omom Chapi Alonso on Kylian Mbappe Lotin and on say no Ukrainian Dobekane say he's a leader and always want to do more or a player on the day say on any year Juma son say from afar Obeka say bia or a player bia always or a content with their own nemum always the boy want to do more and the questions we sound the mera o check tactics be in the game. And he said you no one see working hard our games mono HSA or a player or person or be Emma Madrid the team no na openi obeko for 3 back against Resources Dana and I say Club World Cup no a different from situation Madrid ewo in prempre or say adia oniminisa or fane a system e be suit ni players no game bia system I was say odikom and ye Chapi Alonso or say against Sociedad I was say omutimi etin kudem Chapi Alonso on Eduardo Camavinga and Jude Bellingham and I say Jude Bellingham be returning in October yen na hu say Jude Bellingham e training there na mom say odene koja game mu there on risk sa Jude Bellingham and a coach na kasam at the afan home and I say no Ukraine Eduardo Camavinga is a good player and yet and Eduardo Camavinga officer retime and also a chance in the team now if you were say ama Madrid the team no and you Chapi Alonso Ninsema or to just start with Madrid and play Madrid Adidas and a Brahim Diaz and a Gonzalo Garcia and Madrid the first no is shy now and play on your TV your video no show emra amuko Madrid store na fe amu editors no eche any dating na eguso na Trent Alexander-Arnold and Danny Kabaya say and on seven esi etie and on say a strong competition within the team and wa omotembo abekonanim e training grounds no wo and na wonya akonya start game our match day mum na Fenerbahce Diamante echem say Danny Ceballos no amo hwanim sa anka before Turkey abusuam amo transfer window no abeba na wie no nanka Danny Ceballos eba abeya adwuma amomnem reporter ekutame anopay echem say nyade sa Madrid abeton Danny Ceballos afi Chapi Alonso there enso aba say oye happy with a choir Dennis Ceballos in kakra all many steps into the game or say a Spanish midfielder and Spanish midfielder bia our exceptions in him a choir first one a control game. I said last year, Osheno, a pra and a dinyanti, or camo biate, said Dennis Ceballos, a can onom Chapi Alonso, ne plans home, and then some fit Madrid, a share, El Tota, and then pay. Now, according to reporter, may say cannot pay, HM said, Madrid team no a Vinicius Junior, who to my pa, a mera international break, one cover beer. I said, I was serious setting the minds, kaka, attitude. Your pitch and also near my beer in the game. I was so penny for catching and sir, who you excellent player, body the only bomb. Nembom bono ene niema bi nko e wo se sa niema no uyi ede efi bonum e ba sa oba ebere be koye ama wo Vinicius Junior na fe aboa ama Madrid etimi akon ete akọ nanim a yere sansem nyina eto anim ene anopay abusuam ye fi ona fe yakọ Sergio Francisco oye Real Sociedad coach and I say Chapi Alonso deserve se obia obona baso essence with timer obefa Madrid at the FIFA Club World Cup and in Prempey the oil with Madrid no ono de okote resource that na mo officer Chapi Alonso deserve sa ya bona baso ya was Spain yi mamemfi Madrid na fe minko Barcelona na meaning come and I no pay our FC Barcelona so yeah Hans Flick training Emma FC Barcelona na say I see how pa and it say after any go Martinez econo abe finding obia obe timne Pau Kubas nom ababon ye ewe chi ho agusu oye ho adwumose in a team ayana enye team bebre and ayana ehia o find right balance to the team any players on better coach no system I say and ayana ehiano according to reports abusuam Mark Andre test again and it's just in and penning for decided say I was set back etime echo said that to me that sorry na Mark Andre test again I feta abusuam on be decide either session and a call and answer Mark Andre test again and so I become na yawo Barcelona Jacob Ramsey I mean fun to say Newcastle United and FC Barcelona UEFA Champions League and ya say Jacob Ramsey ebetimi abo sa game no biem Hans Flick and Central for Ebusan say openi Champions League game against Newcastle United and I say me will league weekend mama me we league match no and sample and my dream UEFA Champions League no nyankopon boa next week na enra onim say me te homa say Gavi adene said yeah is it no say oye surgery nebom Gavi personally demete etem say meetina enra etodwam ewa Qtat Esportiva enra anopa ena etodwam onim say aye meniscus injury with the right knee on the cotogeno ni fonom ana desane mono enyina etimi aba na ne papa e de atodwa se boy no adea se oye an ho beto no beye se o se surgery na Gavi eya obeye e o se otranse na fe kronom etimi healing so a obeye UEFA form e de atodwa se Hans Flick game against Newcastle United obetimi atena bench afe ne assistant no so amayi ban no e de afino so nti against Newcastle United na and a bench among FC Barcelona na Frankie de Jong onim say me confirm e say weekend on siakan ema FC Barcelona nyese bia contract one sensem e plenty and sa game no on team MOBA na Diego Pablo Simeone Gonzalez e trene ema Atletico de Madrid manager e de atojo say Ukraine Okase afi 2025-2026 was starting year our team no more na entro and water on starting year nemom jonim kum and a trono yetili gina ho ebefa enkakra amato a lot of players enti omugusua omoye team no adwumam amanfo busese coach enyema ya wuye na obo matrama kwe uye polom palam semsia da sori a wan hwe ya ne awie season ya Julian Alvarez afi team no it sounds like he's a good player want to win trophies winning a lot of trophies with the national team with club side person or winning be and I say player no osiakan ema Atletico de Madrid on team no contract enti boy na nije our team no definitely about trophies with Atletico de Madrid and Diego Pablo Simeone Gonzalez and nsema odi atudwam and nano pay near Debbie Elsumwo ewo Oyerepa TV Oyerepa 100.7 FM yeah live ewo Facebook pages and also Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV on Facebook Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV on Facebook ma yanko Italy from Spain to Italy na yenin komom ewo Italy anopay former AC Milan captain Ambrosini and a to say Milan eton Malik Thiago 42 million euros na ayana obusam the club a clubber official your certain players our team no say obi odi team I was say o masa players no etna or see Tijani Rangers on impenifoni issues bia sunset Tijani Rangers no or your player sika o beje no ebetime aboa ama club no akon ete akona was player to watch just hurry or ya koda officer epra ena adininya se obabak na Rafa Leao nom baka officer team no be say team be ko ede akọ nanim Milan Ultras na confirm sa game amobo ede etia Bologna nom nya de sa abusua ombe ko stadium ho akọ support AC Milan afem I'm travel to Turin. I'm going to Juventus ebo in October and conquer for the 5th year. Milan Ultras not confirming a statement on Instagram and I'm at the buyer. You don't some to an him. I was Jumadeno so na Juventus coach. It got to do and I did to just Cop minus no crane or no on your coach the piano or criticizing players na Cop minus a player Emma Juventus officer ebefa said their fans ne do bia almost super Cop minus ne pros pet ana omuni omkofa na ba na say ontimi nya nwodwuma o say eye no kre omunya botrem Emma player na ebefa na odia to say our strong players na gamer omobo etia Inter Milan suro bia ni ho o say a continuous improvement eniema amaye e training grounds no enem on match day enwa ana amudi eram na fe amatwa nim say enkunimtia no ebetime akọ ama Juventus AC Milan unim say be can story ni chill say omni omu goalkeeper Mike Mignon abusuam say amantona after 2025-2026 season bibi betimasi na anopay reporter mensa eka HM say a lot of clubs and boy na twetwem komo say mass ye hiaw ye wie season a ye pese obade goal post num ye guarantee trophies ye guarantee with sika enti amaboy na dwen ntanta kakra say after the season obetna Milan anasa obekom Fabio Capello at the Atujam Sir Nyankopon Boa Derby di Italiano, a great talent. Emma Juventus dan Inter. Officer Juventus team na fei and amo ashe na ohwe team na amo hye na enkakran kakran nema nyam fae. Nemom Inter Milan ewo the squad Christian Tivu eba ynom nukranie otifie Emma Udini ekoche no nom na kamienu a otibu bako osisa yawo no ohunse ene Inter deba game num France international midfielder Ejen Rabiot onim say on Friday and AC Milan abusuam amopa na wontoma ewo Milanero headquarters o say nani age say obeya adwuma ama AC Milan na manager Maximiliano Allegri enkoba when any dear any project or they two the name no and the man to say obey Juma ama AC Milan or say na Klaus Bebre and na a dinner chia I'm trying to say obebam obey Juma ama womo no fee say a AC Milan and a right club ebetime aboa ama enima koye ama no na Juventus for chemsa relationship with Portuguese players no abeto so to players afi Portugal mamo obeka the likes of Ajalo, Costa, Vega, and a Concesao. Omina aya Portuguese players. Omfisa ambatim numa. Amabuam Emma anima koye. Emma tim into players wegina. Ache bibim ntombekoso ato players afi Portugal. No account for Okasaye. Now I say I was on my top in Salzburg. A really good step for me to develop. I said, me ba Milan. Now, me feel say in football, no, ya na sa ne sitie. Ayen kakran kakran ni di bia opebia. Ani ana ebem ema wo. Ofisi say projects na AC Milan ashas no. Se fans nya boche ema coaches no. No nya boche ema players na mbejin crew outdoor. Ama AC Milan ebe sign ahun trophies BM ani no account for nsema. Oti atujam and no pair tin nyina bi eto onim on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM enti yemfi Italy na anopay yamra England medin komom ewo England Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio on Facebook a weekend edition of today's sports na enkofon kwosonsam I don't know pay ye doing come on England no measures here after edi how on Trent Alexander Arnold Alexander Isak now dedikai or say Alexander Isak in the former weeks obechem se onsiakai Emma Newcastle United no na onen ntem enwo nima bi owa na okacha boy ne kura omfi na o say our England day, the modern day right boxer, young come obiante, sa untimi miensa, obeyi Trent Alexander Arnold, at the theme, or Sessa Ofi Premier League echo different league and you good for the national team and I some out there to jam and then I pay Mikel Arteta and I say Liverpool the strongest for sure Emra or say I'm signing decisive players in the game wo betim de bona toatna ebia na o Darwin Nunes untimi she e say o de Alexander Isak ba o janimu at any point in time o betim de bona atoatna o say officer o my good business etimi do won league emanu ye na Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner or since somewhere and now mountain say Anokra Magehi Magehi or Coco and the medicals now all moving to Liverpool or catch him penning for say Amuton Magehia on your Jumani Bibno no Cribia ni Sansemnum Sansom Mecano a Bosremoka and some will be to the baby no for media bar on Oliver Glasner on him penning former Crystal Palace any issues be an small kind and say timer on me a business Sananka on my business Oberton players a fit team no more and Kasa Oyerepa and Sampo and a Dubabia manager Mikel Arteta confirming Sir William Saliba are returning to training and Bukayo Saka ne William Saliba nyina yankama Arsenal fans nti no pay se suro bia ni ho ayam hihie bia ni ho sa players yi ay committed to Arsenal na ambetna Arsenal ay adwuma ama club no Pep Guardiola and say and Slotte may come what Alexander Isak and you're better than Erling Haaland in terms of goal scoring. Says striker and Slot me pacho me Pep Guardiola me catch and you know creda Sir Alexander Isak aye Erling Haaland and tipe kra eba goza Alexander Isak atre Isak nembom Erling Haaland go ratio our Premier League our solo do ultimate compare and then some ruanom ati atuja and an pay na and slot the atuja sir gamer ombebo over the weekend Alexander Isak ebetime asia kan nembom on man 90 minutes Oliver Glasner abusuam or the atuja sir Mark Gehi, a professional player, said Mark Gehi, Uncle Liverpool T, none a buffon give out the best day, and see our team num and then Sma Urano at the Atuja. Don't expect him to be every single game 90 minutes on the pitch and here and slot on Alexander Isak. About carefully or say Alexander Isak no on be power no. The beer about 90 minutes or jump pet so Osiakai and slot.
Now, first of all, I think the Swedish manager Jon Dahl Tomasson deserves a big compliment because he gets one of the best, maybe the best striker in the world, and needs to play two very important games for his country, but understands that if he would play him twice 90 minutes, then probably the player would have been injured for multiple weeks. And that's not always easy for a manager, that he takes care of the interest of a player. And so he deserves a big compliment for that, and we will treat Alex the same as they did. So don't expect him to be every single game 90 minutes on the pitch. That's definitely not going to happen in the upcoming weeks. He missed proper pre-season. I think he missed 3 or 4 months of team sessions, and so now we have to build him up gradually with us playing so many games, hardly any training time. So that's going to be a challenge. But we've signed him not only for the upcoming 2 weeks. We've signed him for I think for 6 years. So yeah, this is what we have to keep in mind, and what the fans have to keep in mind if they see that I take him off at a certain moment, or I only bring him in for a small amount of minutes. That's all for the long-term fitness of the player.
And no, I am Saba and Slot Eddie Atuja, meaning we are Liverpool fana. Fans show team say Debbie Abel say Alexander Isak Japet Swa, Osia Kaiwanya proper season. And see a double Roman kakran now against Burnley or preview game no or Chem how our all game no Yensi and Slot ahead of Burnley game no.
So a lot of things happened on the last day, which is not always the situation, because last season we hardly did anything during the whole window. But the thing that pleases me most is, of course, is us getting the deal from Alex over the line. Richard's ownership, everyone involved worked so hard to get that deal done. It's very good for the club, for our fans, for the players, for me, that all the work they've put in resulted in Alex signing. Nah, I think it would be a bit ridiculous if I'm going to deny that we were close to signing him. That is so out in the open that would be ridiculous. These things happen in football. It happened to our players maybe in the past as well, that they thought they were so close on signing somewhere else, and then in the last moment things changed. And this can happen. And if for me, we would have liked to sign him, of course, because we were in for him, and he was, like I've said many times, if we can feel we can strengthen the team with a chance in the market, we never hesitate to do so, and that's what we try to do. But we played 1 or 2 days before, we played Arsenal, where Ibu and Virgil played an outstanding game, and Joe came in 20 minutes before the end, Joe Gomez, and did outstanding as well. With us signing Giovanni Leone, who had his first international call-up, and Ryan and Watto that can play there, so it's not like all of a sudden we don't have options in that position anymore. It's a pity, but not only for us, but also for the player, I think. But he's in a good place, playing at Palace, the Charity Shield and the FA Cup, with a very good manager as well. So let's see what the future brings for him. If I'm thinking anything, you know that what I think, I don't tell you, but the thing I think most about is Burnley at the moment, I can assure you.
Yeah, and slot ahead of Burnley, Ninsama Odia Tujam, na after Binde. Ono a goalkeeper Emma Manchester United. Abusiam, according to Ruben Amorim, Onwa and them against Manchester City. On himself 3 games Manchester United abo in the league na e ono na da emra amanfo busa say Andrew Onana ko enti why na beda no chem se goalkeeper na oda o screen suno ono a na bedem na Ruben Amorim and finally wakasa afa Onana ni move to Transport no and I say a loan deal still Manchester United goalkeeper number situation our club num and emrana omwom no na e was oko and ensema ote atuja Pep Guardiola Manchester City manager or say game against Manchester United be difficult na onom Pep Guardiola no onye coach yana o complaining me players ma siapra me player obentiapra or see almost 11 players and then available nemom do fight and fight hard or say young chim sa draruma na waba Manchester City no untimi mfanon compare Edison ne footwork no enti so who say Manchester City asiakan ombebom according to the strength of the goalkeeper and your Pep Guardiola nsema odi atudam enra nwumre ne ahomachi madin komo pa na breaking am inseke chemsa Mark Gehi of Crystal Palace nyankopon bua ochena ni agent ewo London Cromwell or Chelsea Fobesia the metronom Mark Gehi of Crystal Palace ni agent ebesia Chelsea penny for na fe amadin komo Ryan Ant Nori they are meeting Manchester City Manchester United out on to me Sakai Oma Mamush Ryan Turkey Omunina ultimate and game nipi Emma City according to Pep Guardiola Alan Haaland or say we have lost 2 games in a row. It's not good enough. Say Man City about 2 games in a row. Now amalusunina and you say and Manchester City etie omberiate against Manchester United Alejandro Garnacho and Enzo Maresca manager Emma Chelsea or say ni behavior and ni attitude training grounds are super one of the best wingers officer Obama Chelsea a lot Unai Emery Edia Tuja say Emiliano Martinez the commitment with Aston Villa no ewo still up Aston Villa team no enti manfo chem say no peso ko ena mananko enti ni buafu ni nsansem na manfo ka no kura bia enim na ukom Adam Waxton na so ya midfielder Emma Crystal Palace Diamete HM Nyankopon wa summer and January ote sa club fi Spain aban ho a emano nyonwam Ruben Amorim ate atuja sa Sani Lamens onom one for present and future kodao enti Junior Tibot Courtois or say present and for future and then sma oruano ate atuja anope I know who will start and go Ruben Amorim ne pre Man City press conference enra oye no ebini.
Front as well is a doubt. It's not a big issue, but it's doubt for Sunday. And
sometimes you are able to do one option or another. We have an option that can give us different things in the moment, but also has a great potential to be our goalkeeper for a lot of years. So that was our choice in the end.
Ruben, have you decided who will play in goal on Sunday yet?
Yeah.
How did you come to that decision? I don't expect you to tell us who, but how did you come to that decision?
No, it's the same thing that I do with different positions. Of course, it's not the same, but Altai is going to continue because we need to. It's a different league, it's a different country, different trainings, different ball. So we'll try to maintain that, and they will fight for the position. So for me, for this game, is clear. Altai will start.
It's a show of faith in Altai, though, as well, isn't it, for you?
I think sometimes is to connect even with Andre. We saw Andre Onana did a very, very good season in Inter. The quality is there, but we are in the club sometimes. In the moment, things are is getting harder and harder, and you can be really experienced. But in this club, the pressure sometimes is so hard on every detail. Sometimes you need a change. So we believe a lot in our goalkeepers. I believe in Altai. He's ready to play. And he's going to play.
Mason Mount and also Diogo Dalot.
They are out for this game. I don't know how long it's going to take. We need that guys to be a very, very competitive team. But we have very good players that are eager to play. So we will be competitive on Sunday, but they are out. They cannot help us in this game.
Eno aya ensema oko Ruben Amorim asua if you are eba anopay na Manchester City Sporting Director Hugo Viana ena edi etudwa se Ballon d'Or winner Rodrigo Cascante enche bia woman ne besi nkonya na fe amadi nkomo for contract extension ningina mo ansa watete se clubs bimo are interested in Rodrigo Cascante eti amotwanim se ombese ne contract amano eno yensemu a efi o etodwa ene anopay na Pep Guardiola edi atodwa se obefi Man City Emra ofi say at the right time say obefi Manchester City team num Emra central for busan say openi as ade no eya jagu untimi nyo eno se da bi ono ntisa sampo obefi team num a obefi team num Emra ono Pep Guardiola ofi say this is the timer e was make up na Rico Lewis eno say okam obiate onye player onye defender or no about as a midfielder. So John Finfiwa and you best for Rico Lewis and after so I send a contract and I didn't send me a 2 jam na Pep Guardiola injury update ahead of the Manchester derby. Nina Ochechim Pep Guardiola ahead of Manchester United game over the weekend and Chimunini.
Front as well is a doubt. It's not a big issue, but it's doubt for Sunday. And not yet. Have to make the last tests, but a few weeks, I think so. Before the international break, we'll be ready. But first of all, is I think it deserves the some words from Eddie and Gundo and Manu that have been unthinkable what we have done in this time without them. Eddie helped us to create a special way. We have been our keeper for the best decade for this club. Gundo the same, one of the best signs when I arrived. I was smart, intelligent players, and Manu for different reasons. He's not here, and I wish personally all the best of all three because they help us a lot to be who we are. And we had the chance after that when Eddie had 1 or 2 seasons thinking to take another experience. At the end it happened, and the market gave us a chance to take Gigi that 26 years old, incredible experience with the big clubs, with the national team from Italy, and yeah, we are looking forward to help them and do it. I had her in that time. I was younger. 10 years is a lot of time. It's not the same. Any one of us is the same after 10 years. But yeah, that's true. When you change 10 players, that have been really, really important. Every time we have made a process. So last season, before the start, we just bought Savinho. And because I rely a lot with the players that we had. But after last season happened many things in terms of injuries, in terms of many problems that we had. And the club decided not from now, for the next years, to make the first step to do it, and I would love to have, for the players for 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, but it's impossible. And every club always there are changes, and of course when you change 10 players in a period for 4 or 5 months, of course everything need to be settled.
Mamenko Enzo Maresca na suye na report HM say Enzo Maresca a fan of Kenan Yildiz na report HM so culture penning for say Juventus attacking sensational obehiano Nyankopon boa next summer no be adwuma ama team no Facundo Bonanote the main teacher say weekend obenya a chance in Chelsea game no onim say amofano efi Brighton loan na Mikel Arteta game obo etia Nottingham Forest anopaya 11:30 or say Saliba is back, Saka out of the game.
Some work done to review what we've done in the first part of the season. Then obviously watching all the internationals play and most of them have a very successful time with the national teams. Yes, very different to last season, so I'm very pleased with that. They had a lot of minutes, very important impact as well in their games, and everybody's good. Now Bukai is out, still out, and he's trying to get back as quick as possible, but we need to respect that process. Willie trained today, and the rest, as usual, and Ben White as well. Let's see, he's evolving really well. It's with very specific work at the moment, and the moment that we increase that load, let's see how he reacts. Willie trained today, so we will have a decision to make whether we play him or not. Very good news, yeah. Well, it's a player that we monitor for years, and he became available. Obviously, we had the departure of Jakub as well, and we needed another player in that position that could upgrade as well what we had, playing different positions, playing different formation, a player that obviously has a lot of experience already at his age. So very, very happy to have him. Yeah, he's ready to go. Obviously, he's trained only 2 days with us. He had a long travel.
Eno Mikel Arteta, Enzo Maresca. I say Chelsea Brentford ma ye Nico Palmer fi game num a late fitness test ebetimi akosona fe Cole Palmer abesi akan e game num na Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, Jeremy Frimpong, Dominic Zoboslai, Ekitike, Omina Trenier, Emma Liverpool over the weekend. Inti, you saw video no on Oyerepa TV. Liverpool stars no FE international break buyer. Now I'm training Frank James Lampard Jr. greatest ever 11. Udetie Lampard, the greatest ever 11. No was it Peter Cech, a goalkeeper, Branislav Ivanovic, John Terry, Vincent Kompany, Ashley Cole, Cristiano Ronaldo, Javi, Andres Iniesta, Gareth Bale, Didier Drogba, and Lionel Messi, Frank James Lampard Jr., greatest of all time 11, and Ode Atujam, and Anopei Enzo Maresca, the press conference ahead of Brentford and Nyankopon boa or tell him victory about Chelsea there. I see G-Tech Community Stadium, a difficult venue. Say Okwa always a difficult. Yentie Enzo Maresca, manager at Chelsea.
We took part of the session yesterday for the first time, not the entire session. Today in the afternoon we have one more session. We're gonna try with him if we see if it's okay. Otherwise, he will be up tomorrow again. No, he was injured. It's a recovery from the injury. So it's not managing him. It's just a recovery from the injury. For sure, in the moment that he's available, we also probably need to think to manage a little bit him because of the amount of games. Liam, I think, is around 10-12 weeks. Long way to go. In the moment that any player join international team, is free to play the minutes that the manager think that he has to play. So it's not in my hands. When Reece is here, we try to manage him as much as we can. Since I joined the club, I'm doing that with him, with Romeo, with the West, with the ones that in the past they had problems. But I think now Reece is showing that he's quite fit to play 2-3 games in a week. Depends where we arrive in the Champions League. Levi injury, ACL injury. So ACL is not 1 month or 2 months. It's 6, 7, 8 months. So we don't know, but for sure he will be back. but at the moment it's not something that we are worried about. Nico, for me, it's quite easy in terms of in this moment is Bayern.
Mikel Arteta, boss, Emma Arsenal. I say Noni Madueke is an unbelievable player. I say on Wakandi Wahum. No Krenye, the one now obetu Arsenal. Any Niema on an FM when we say Aquabono Onimbo na Debia small can ereche Noni Madueke say a continuous improvement to Nyesebia our national team. Yebu abaso Nyesebia won a chance in Arsenal. Na o Boboni ye fans and Josun too bad that I was so twaso na a motimborum ultimate epidem. One player okoye outcast ewo Manchester City Jack Grealish mpinifo kan say baby di share no kwa baby akwa na ofi Aston Villa ekopiem ewo City emra na ne motimbo no wosoro pa bedu baby na kwa City form fa no nyahwe nanom ana Troy Deeney eri tudwa say nani age ama Jack Grealish and Okansi so say obey better player ewo Everton.
He's obviously come back with that framework that Martin alluded to there from David Moyes. Is we're going to be solid behind you, and as soon as we can, we give the ball to Jack. We worked the first game, didn't we, against Leeds? Yep. They looked really poor. They looked null of ideas. Second and third and fourth game.
I went to the second game against Brighton, and they started off a little bit sort of shy, and then they grew into that match.
As soon as they're giving him the ball now, there's there's an excitement around not only the players but the fan base. The fan base have taken to him. Also, as well, you know, I know this first-hand, he won't mind me saying, he's not even up to full speed yet in terms of fitness. Bear in mind, he hasn't played a lot over the last couple of years, as much as he would like to. So I think this international break come at a good time, got some more legs, some more energy in the leg. Just had to celebrate his birthday as well, hasn't he? So is he 30 now, Jack? He's officially old.
Did you get to go to his 30th birthday party? That's
I don't go out anymore, I'm old man. But 30 years old, one player of the month at a team that loves you, with a manager that loves you, and a fan base that loves you, against your old team. You couldn't ask for a better game, could you, this weekend?
You're not that old, and if you are feeling that old, just ask Martin for tickets to
Alexander Zinchenko ne interview with Nottingham Forest, and I'll say, are you happy say we're joining Nottingham Forest?
Yeah, I feel amazing. Thank you so much. It was the first day at the office, I would say. Massive thanks for the warm welcome from everyone. So many good people here around, and I'm so happy.
What was it about Forest that made this move feel right for you?
Well, it's an amazing opportunity for me, you know. Obviously, of course, first thing is to try to help the team, you know, to achieve their goals. And, of course, to show myself that I still can help, you know, to do a lot of good things on the pitch, and hopefully off the pitch as well.
You've been focused on time away with your international team, of course, since the move was confirmed. But has the time away built the excitement ahead of your arrival here?
Yeah, I remember the day when it actually happened, when this opportunity came. I was so excited and happy, to be honest. It was really like at the age of the transfer window, and when this opportunity.
Eno eye ensema Alexander Zinchenko ede etuda David Moyes akasa afa Everton Aston Villa game no so na David Moyes nsema ode tudwa nyina and say it's going to be a difficult game, and gamer omukom so mkudim.
David, first of all, can we get your reaction to Jack Grealish being named the Premier League Player of the Month?
I'm really pleased for him. He's worked incredibly hard, and he's looked after himself. It looks a bit better in the summer, and made sure he's had come back with the right mindset to produce, and he has produced for us. He's made a big difference to us, so we're pleased for him. It's just the start for Jack, and hopefully there's a lot more to come.
Just the start. What's been the real key, though? Is it something you've done, or is it purely down to Jack himself?
Nah, it's nothing down to me. It's down to Jack Grealish, and probably every footballer wants to play, and actually managers have a really difficult job. Every week we can only pick 11 players, and it's very hard, and I understand it. I've got the same problem here at this club at the moment as well. We've got a lot of good players who I can't play all the time, but I think Jack wants that feeling that he can play and he can be selected, and when he does that, then I think he produces, and he's done it really well for us in the games. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you're talking about Aston Villa there. Well, I've got great respect for the manager and great respect for Aston Villa and what they've done in recent seasons. They've been amazing, and it's really difficult to explain until you're in Europe regular and you're playing sort of Premier League games how difficult it is, and I think they've done it brilliantly well. I know they've not quite got to the levels.
Emma Frank Beckenboy no say Juma obeye Emma Bayern Munich edia ojaye Emma Bayern Munich no nyina no hwe so a Emma omoye wei Emma no na utie na ose afi omani so de hunu ene sa UEFA Champions League Bayern Munich ebetimi age with omo players ekuto omo ye capable isan say wo Luis Diaz or Hurricane Michael Olise no mo a masa ubetimi age Champions League amano aye e the club no ni so ade hunu eno no o say afi omo academy no said you un se Castilla un se La Masia omo titin kura na duba bia ba se Fabi Lamine Yamal wo afana firimba no omonso be hyase amomani akoma academy no eno yensema Herbert Heiner and the etudwam and anopay enti on this note live on Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM abusuam yeren ko phone close 17 no esi na yene kanjin energetic drinking water edun komo ayensu a emankwa ayensu a onumu a abusua won se nsuo no anom no onumu a beboa na afi bibia koye edi amon enya dro die na onumu a abusua eboa ema ho yedene. Steve, good morning.
Lawyer, good morning.
Anopay yankoi na entie the odifi kanjin energetic drinking water asue eba.
Great. Anopay manchia ahwefo ne etiefo nyina na yewram ewo kanjin energetic drinking water asue na yaka kanjin energetic drinking water tene yinyina yenim no yensu a edi abadwama so a purely alkaline water na ene no de meka ho asem the absorptive power of kanjin energetic drinking water na brofo na maka no sa the absorptive power no yeka kwan a efa so onum nsuo na etwe eba oni pedua no na ma ni pedua no etimi de ye adwuma se na etie nsuo hwe edoso na brand no edoso na mo nsuo ankasa na mugu ahodo ye wo regular water ene wo alkaline water na kanjin energetic drinking water no purely alkaline water na de ntia me recommend kanjin energetic drinking water ma no a lot of factors. One, alkaline. Two, microclustering water. Three, containing antioxidants. Just a text here ensure no a negatively charged. Just oxidize and we nache into mouse cells no we nache mouse cells na bribia fresh into anope as a so be nya bi enom your numbers no na screen so no obetima fresh 0507 and also obetima fresh 0241 449191 0241 449191. Now, pay quickly. Me was certain images and person issue. Kangen energy drinking water. Me say, unyanya bi no ya. Odi fa numbers a screen so na free. Na ka say kangen energy drinking water. Me pibia nom. Na wa wo nom wi a enye obi na be kire ho say say na ti anasa say na ti wa obedi ho dance ye. Na ya anope dia ye kangen insuo no ye ka the absorptive power ye share certain properties a insuo no ewo na insuo no antioxidants che say o text ya unya negative figures e kira wo say insuo no oxidize na answer no be text insuo maka say nipa ye mfa ye tekire ma enter insuo res insuo na onom no ewa hoɔden insuo ne ahoɔden minerals e wo mu etisen ye tekire ma entimi nye saade no ema yen eno nti na di mfidie e na hwehwe insuo no no na ye wa fidie be friend ORP meter, oxidative reduction potential meter. Now eno na eda so session box mo a okoto ase netie eno ye yusu ewa ye office wono bi a ye de test nsuo no on say wo hwe meter na esi na numbers bi wo so 217 sa number no say negative sign bi ana ho and a positive sign bi ana ho but 217 na negative ends na ho che say insuo no anase liquid na ye de test no oxidizing anase containing negativity na ye oyi free adaka no ma box no ma hu meter na ankasa plain sa meter we ye de hye nsuo no o de hye nsuo no sa figures na be ready no positive figures a kire say sa nsuo na wo nom no add acid ewum ananso say nsuo no ewe na ache onom a ema betime ma wanya oxidative stress and that is meter no kan we ORP meter na kangen energy drinking water no eno o the ORP meter no ehima figures a ebe ready ama no negative figures kira o say ye kan negative a obenya -2 ebi at say 217 here that's your positive but o the kangen water mo a obenya -217 and even more kira o say meter no ade den kangen water no containing antioxidant eno ntini recommend say efie bia onipa bia nya kangen energy drinking water no na yenom yebetimi akọ the next image eno meter na nkasa na you see. So this is the meter na nkasa ni the ORP meter no na enam sa abrofo kangen water na international brand na abrofo so agya tum ti wo ankasa wo sa equipment we omo so di testing nsuo no ehwe ehu sensuo no etesen ansa na omo nsuo omo nom na omo ani akọ ho yi pa omo timi anom na kangen water no enti machine ni that is the meter ni ye no ye di testing nsuo no say ampa ye ka se kangen water contain antioxidant enye ano keke ne ye de ka enti yanko the next image na fe ye anasa video na ye nhwe se na tie obo say video ebe play sa video we say yentie sound no o say broni ni chirechirim se ne ORP ni tie we kangen water machine no e na airboy kangen water machine no emu e na edi produce nsuo no o say ohwe we OR this is an ORP meter enti meter ni on say ye di share kangen water mo already positive but yedi share other water waters mo already positive figures by you kangen water mo say amount -478 but only ko share other waters mo on say amount positive figure 3653548 and meter no na reading e kira wo say ensure we oxidizing et say ne watwa bayirim ana watwa pa mu a ewe na ache no but or the share kangen water mo almost straight na amount minus figures it is a negative figures into kangen energy drinking water no and say any other insu a wonim no so what you say anyway yenya ano na de ka scientific also dey share kangen no ne na share bottle ba ko na we see na yi sign no yi ni gina ma energic also actual bottle no energic that's kangen energic drinking water or the meter no share insu no quickly also amount negative figures and abrofo no they do all this test na over kangen ya so ya we ni mfidie and afin so meters I did reading nsuo no test every water ne ho nsuo na ho den enti e betina na kacha kangen water ho de ahwe odi hwe -520 -5 e reading negative sa nsuo no say positive I kire say nsuo no ewe na ache enti sa nsuo no acid etimi wom sa nsuo no onoma o cells no timi e den etimi oxidize ewe na ache but kangen water na reading negative no enu nti e na sa ochi apple mu nsuo a apple e containing antioxidants na so the meter we shema e be more negative figures enti na doctor culture say an apple a day keeps the doctor away in the tari apple and as a tari atosode any other fruit ni ade kangen water no wo nom ni nyina no or more or less net say sa image here that so ya move to the next image and that so sa image here that so see actual so human cell ni pedua no containing cells now our cells no onom nsu a e wo cells no twe nsuo no e de brand wura ni pedua na cells no nsuo no ye ni pedua no adwuma e horo fi efri ni pedua m but se nsuo no ni wan ya akese a onom a wafu na ehye but cells no ntime twe nsuo no mfa nya adwuma na e horo fi efri ni pedua ba kangen water no entesa kangen water no containing antioxidants esanso e ya microclustered just anyone ye nketin enjoy some telescope na or dia to cells no so no o hwe de wo esoro na on say nketin the cell size no usually from 5 to 6 nketin human cell no the one say infinity actually say microclustered clusters are more easily absorbed into no cells ne twinsuo no 10 but say oba na se ho se actually regular clusters are too big, more difficult to absorb. Now you move to the next image and also we say clusters waters no micro cluster water no cells ni nketin but kangen water no this one the that's so see machine that produce kangen water no image that's where your friend the K8 a containing titanium coated platinum plate a containing 8 plates. Now o share the all chinsi and air kangen water and now all test no RP meter no and or they say kangen water no acid nim eno nso a containing antioxidant awonoma ni peduane eden konkan enti sansuo we eni kwan se fie bia epa ho da eni kwan se epa ho da frɛ ye numbers ne sisi a say or test kangen water the enom amount -752 negative and a read just say nsuo we containing antioxidants enti obi onom kangen water no oni peduano ejirane na so sa frɛ office numbers ne sisi a 0241 4491 0241 449191. So like I'm saying kangen water no enye se bia ye betena na bia ye ka ho asem keke but ye test ahodo bebre makasa wo techrema entimi test nsuo nkyerɛ se nsuo we eye anase nsuo we enye nemom o machine na wo no wo ORP meter reader wo your friend saying alkaline testing equipment a wode testing nsuo no a ɛno na ma wotimu sɛ ampa saa kangyemfo asɛm a ɔmo ka no saa nsuo no ɛgyina ne nan so ɛno nti bɔ mmɔden sɛ saa nsuo wei kangen energy drinking water ɛmpa wo fie enti a na nyɛ nwanwa sɛ obi wɔ hɔnom a 40 packs 50 packs 80 packs obi beto ne saa na obeka se bi okoton da bi oni ne fie kwa konom for the month bosome no beso esan ya no mo san e ba beto pack ba kon e 30 Ghana cedis pe we are also we 1 liter ehyimu mako nsia for 30 Ghana cedis uto 500 ml na enketewa no ehyimu mako 12 no e 30 Ghana cedis pe that is Kangen energy drinking water. 1 e alkaline water acid bi anim. 2 e containing minerals ahodo bebre a ebo ni paduane kan ko. 3 e sanso e microclustered na microclustering no eno ene ya illustrate sisi a chese cells no our human cell no etime twi nsuo no more ama ehuru fi efru ni padua ehuru yare ne nyama emmoa ni padua ne nkanko eno nti bomone so befre number no 0241 449191 0241 449191 Kangen energy drinking water enti ofra ye free delivery odia o place o order no dodo a ye be deliver e di amount ade ba ko aye yenso ne se bia o koware ana yie na abafie na o pese ye branding nsuo no e de ma won so a odia de so be ma ye enipa na ne din ene ni picture o de ba ye be design na ma o kama ye nye o he ye be print na kama o be ye be branding nsuo no fefefe in your name customize se ne o pen no a odia o kwakoye o wedding no na o yire mu picture kama na ebo ho
okay
na ba nipa ne de na ebo ho kama eno so o order dodo a ye mo discount. So these are the things I can't get energy drinking water. No, sir, ebetimi aka. Na me sorry so no. Mame masaka view. Me sorry no. Legend with us. Me sorry mame nchia Victorious Collins. Wow kwada Victorious Collins. Ono so Kangen water no woni ya ye ho adu waton from Yeshas ya bepem ne enti ni sales point no ewo Quebec Unisex Barber Shop I wo anomanji fie anomanji fie hono e na ono so ewo
o sa kan sembi nyemre na ka ye o se so wo koware a na ware ye koware na wo ware a
o ware a
okay wo koware o tu kwa na go
eti are no person customize nsuo no ba o dey make order no na Kangen dey try na ma you put
ana se wa so yire so na wa na o pese wo ye o to bedin na be se dey akwara no picture ni din se o din akwara picture to na se
na je se adofo e be
na no e ko baby Jamila de yi baba bayi se me hu se Kangen de na picture to ho no na ma ho ntisa no bi ni eka
any friend branding
proper branding eno ye wo ye DB baba so baba ye DB ba won ba se me ye da se nyami sha bafo na de no wa twa yi e de asem na aba obi aram ha na wa ha no na wo be fa ba ko na mame a why ya na no na ya Adams momu no anya yi na so what try no dey no
director Kim Grant ade a odi aye Didi Draman dia enye kra awo watiti bia ye Didi hu papa what say what did I watch? No shot on target against 10 men. This is not House of Folk. This is not House of Folk. This is not House of Folk. Enye house nie.
Okay.
Enye house nie.
Na Kim Grant no oye house ode no oye ya.
Oye former coach e House of Folk. Oye one of the coaches supporters ni gidi say nka omo ma no timer na nka obey bibi. Enti no minim so GBB dia I not that as I remember. But that was a certain connection with the club. It has in Korea na hano.
Okay.
Na on say has omo member ki the case. The case on House of Folk for the past 4 or 5 seasons. Opening match bia no has intimi nche. Either omu lose or on board draw. Ti eno de nakim wakotena TV achi. Ana ni abre say ho there. They just came from Division 1. Crowd mo brand and some mo qualify. Enti Kahas business at transfer window e maye any pre-season yini se na maye die ka we de come on come mo nhye ho maye na the phobia family ni so emfa ni GMra naka moving into the season no onya bibi die a promote house matches nyame nchaade kinkre red card nkofo yi ba kwa firim na yenkotwim fa wo mo so e afa die ball no kra no wasi stray passes pass no ya no mba de number bi o mo ntimi fa chese
oye adwuma oye
kim wo abrochi na em se wo Denmark
so mo check ma be ma me nye baby ono ni team da
oni Ghana ha
e be say o baby ani team no
no oda so coach
on go ti dia
say Kim Grant so obo Blasters kakra
obo pa nya kakra obo pa
friend man bobo bi
oh boy he scored goals for the
former Blasters player
oh boy
so
no nya bad
strong Cape Coastal
no nya bad
connected to dual company ade na time I say wo kai waberewa no
dia nse po ni no
na me ba be ma video bi na ho supporter baako owura Accra stadium before kick off enu ogina ho o memema
e dia say
of travel one say o mra no ma bedu
abran mra say
o ma bedu omra no ma bedu
fate na meni Adams ni nkomunye
eni do kunye
we
are eni de ha be de papa
Dr. Adams so Amen Scientific hospital
Amen Scientific yete di news so awo
anya na kura
acha wo system ni mu pa o eno mo da so gina mo na so Sheikh Amin Bonsu Sheikh Amin Bonsu akramu ana se ne banie
they say yeah
ana no fa
o de mvanza ne ba o de njeje mu ni nya ne ba ana mbo Adam je njirim
o be so mu akramu acha papa o say cha say track record is there
Adams ni asense dako pe me nda ba ko pe on ba Sheikh mra ne hu Sheikh
ka wo be
na Sheikh una o ye fit chen ye o
na say onu with the track record the wagina na
so last time hu no na Sheikh ni nu aketo ani ana say Sheikh committee ni din 80s
nyam pontin breso
hey one adia
baba yes
okay dako baha na obo say yes
my idea
me dey say na say no bi hu me na say na me say okay say Adam say herbal tea bi ba
wa mami
okay
me kai bat menya bi
so well me dey me konto kwa na me
dey na oje ye me kai say ba ku kura me di ha no ma me ba ho say ya
o de o sorry ano pa the Adam say me ma mfane de no me bono 2 anopa 2 anwumre
bebe class how
sana me no do ba bia na me de ginger kakra afra na
ye fa sugar ngum
na sugar de wi asiti ba bia ye nyina du ni ba bia we de wow de di sugar de o problem o Adam sana me boa at this stage of ye ti he nyen kola no mko
enye baba mo
na baba na odi asitira wo kuno
ono kwa na nyam o to me eya adwuma no pa
sa asitira de atwam wo wi ase o ne nchene ne sa ne ma no Adam na yin nam ba for no ni Adam say di go nem ze
because oh me ena eno
ma na sa me ne ma na wi awa na be
o nanse wo ba say o ye yi na o kai me
on say
say nipa o mi boat mu ka
say na so ko
oh doc woni bibi machine bi na mudi nipa shebu no ma ne na ako so o mra ne fa me shebu nyimi fibu
atuma tetima
e kwa no de atuma tetima e kwa na bi o fa ko de ko mo fa mi wuram ba ko ho ne nyimi fibu keke kra o ya o so o fa me ma e kwa na bi ma sa machine su yesi be yu ya de nyina o
e kwa na bi ma bra o se bra atuma tetima
we de se be me ne de bo so e ti ho
e wa
effect ho ma bra
no can they hearing
so me that's em fa Sometymer Otuo Acheampong na em fa just ko mo be bia wo hwe ana se wuti Oyerepa ana pai program na odi acha wo ka say sports into wo ye me man ko about
ma no mfani ago
ma follow pa last week na before omo buy na mo ile mo na don buy
man na catch e dey me man buy asemasi
asema ana me kana na abo for me e na dwe no
na ya asem me mba e mo so kakra bi azani aba
me ka so mo ye leke no
na se nye on
yes ma no
e na solomu ka so mu ntie no
mo nya so ho no mo ayere ma so mo sa do mo asase
na so mo ne ma na na o mo de o mba na na eleke anambua So say no mo yire no de on buy.
Say you bought some science bi.
Yeah.
And you want who be ewo kunu ho.
O se masako.
Yes.
Ni free na ko jai.
Why be that? Enti ye nko na ko say all the was so that you have cancer be able to.
Akofa feel.
Enti na no ye din kumo kakra fa ye nua ma no na ye yire mo ye ma me mo eho. Afa menstrual health eho.
Eno ne o de batwi ye ne de.
Ensabuo. How said there was about a bonus. Na your kwan fa so a was about bonus. So am fa sa kwan so na chese ade bi e wo ho no. Na sa de nita me fa we say oba na ebenya sa but okunu benya ho susu so. The man say won Oyereti. Na on menstruate for 3 months non stop.
Say ne o yare.
Na ho sabi da bia obonisa. Da bia on.
And them say Bible mu na bi mate say
ebi ho pa. Oh, ti sa oba no okunu be na yakọ nchen. The win is oba no na yare ba susu so no. Kese pa no e wo okunu no eso.
Okay.
Na se wo nya kwan bia mfa so betimi e na oba no ehia. Na mprepi no e ma fa yade e wo nsabuo no emu. Bi won mo obu nsa no na wa ye bibi na ma ya wa fa yade e wo nsabuo no. So me ade ehu pa ya se oba obu nsa. And nesu ye common pa ma ya no ye very common. Obu nsa na ebia be last for 5 days. Na ebia for instance obi ono ti akra and na boyfriend wo kumase. Na within that time no obu nsa na boyfriend afu mo be sra no. Number so me bibi. E ma no woni bi o me
ne da.
Ai. The body one ma the woni mbehu na omo aye. Omo na bi won mo
ye. Dro bi omo no.
Enya dro aduane.
Odi ane so ate.
Ebe jai.
Amba
o fast ade no bebre na atwa
aduane aye die.
Yes, aduane mienu bi ho no ma miti body wa ha. Ba aduane anapa bi aye die.
Sa
do be fa no dodo bi na fe ama
na bodin ana
odabi. Yes, the woni mu no no so
on so bodin omo aye yi ache na enyan no so ye be ma na yare na ko. Nse bi no mtimi bu omo nsa na aye bebre abro so.
Ano so fa anko.
Okay.
Enyan.
But this is eba natural the days no. Oh yeah na ejai.
We fan style bi a be se na atwa. Na wa ye sa de no. Na fe won wa hyensa bu na mo na jai. Se be oba be ma na ba obetimi no na koda. Bi ta won say be for 5 days and about 2 days now fast ade.
They can way.
And the same come up how. And my no like
wait a minute be that.
Oh, and we ye papa. And the one said BBNC, but a honor man and sabo nasa. Afraid I know about for 2 days na jai.
I says I na pen.
Sana
Yango po ben sama.
Adaptation, but na adapt and be out of the but was not quite adapt nothing and sabo no or honor my friend to me and maybe. About putting someone almost some on sabo no. I want to hear me pa. The one is someone sa liners na mo use no. Rubber. Rubber watch so the be na ho ense. Ade bia rubber wo no. From what you gram. Nylon ade bia ye rubber no. And from what to me engra sa ade no. Ti so ba bu nsa na so wo hye sa ade no na wo de gi sebe niam sebe na ho ense. Na so ofri so bia o emma bebre. Enti no obe shene bia 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 because one day no a food day no obe sa no back up because of say visa M4 rubber no show no and from enya kwa ma oxygen e ma ho for a whole 24 bia 12 hours 10 hours 50 enti obe wi ensabu no no a wa breed bacteria e wono the postmenstrual discharge oba bia bu no sa wi a da bi back bi ho no ma obenya discharge kakra but most of you no na doso economy ansa so wa ma bacteria bi adore wo that time na ubu unsa no and am say one sisi ho yi ndi kan fa ho ne hawa sabe oba no obledi eba sporting cry to sa ho tentem at least 4 times a day. Yes.
Because of mama ton ade o mama djuma akoso pa
ehu ena cry say and cry about me to be free.
Na say kane no the number entumago ne ade na em no be ya ten na.
Because eno etimi G win be play.
From Maka from
the so it be from.
You got it there.
And then rubber na woman no. E ma wo nyam from ma e wo ho. So from so e ma ho a heat no na bacteria na ho no.
It was how you keep changing.
Very good. Na o ye bia o ye bia so a ohoro kakra nsuo so bi nya mazipu a say bibia no dey nsuo gu so. Also nsuo oxygen. And you random no mu a na man from akọ.
We are go ro ho e.
Oba no.
Wa
ansa na obe hyewe no obe hyesan ho no obe ho no kakra nsuo normal nsuo ya be ho no kakra.
Ne ho ana ba bia o change no.
Okay, say twi na meka no.
Okay.
Ba bia wo sesa we no.
Obe ho ho kakra. Okay.
Na
mfika so ngo dwa. Okay.
Ha ti se nsuo ko no ma.
Baba tie ni e wa asem we obi a o tie ni e.
Obi a hu hia wo yire wo nua ba wo ma me bia. So
wo baba.
Yes. Na mframa nya kwan akọ so that saa time na we so nyina no one e yo ho adwuma enkofa how bia emfa ebro.
Change the bottom line is say try so better asesa ho. Obu ano pack up manwume no nzesa hwe just okofie.
So was say o flow heavy na and was something as when I before no answer. But obi wie na air light no some 4 years on side. Everyone the whole day no na emfo into we call the whole day no answer at once.
Okay.
And I was say because of some from my man to be wie no not why infected. And you know ya there ho ehia epa.
Asemni.
And if you want ma enu bi wo no ma ema no no. So person be nyinsan ya.
Eh.
Me wo enu bi wo no ma.
Umbeso be nyinsan sen.
Man bi wo no ma fa match but person be nyinsan.
Sasa ana ze nyame anya ne sa.
Nyame anya ne sa but ono no. Ene ma bi nya enya ready man nti.
Okay.
On person be nyinsan. Nti ono ma oni be ma share wie na na akofa sa aduro bi.
Eh.
Aduro bi wo ma eye adwuma within 72 hours. Which is 3 days.
Adunzo money din ana.
Adunzo money din. Okay. Oba bi otimi bia nim.
Da bi no bia.
So we oba bi a otie mi a bro 15 years bia nim abda mi. Ya ho no ma to na.
Me man de omunim, me mama.
Okay, ojo mo di sa
omunim.
Ya sure so omunim. Omunim. But man be brebe no enim sa no.
Dodo na anim.
Yes.
Okay.
E friend say contraceptives. E man be brebe enim sa no. E do so pa o.
Okay.
So bia won dia we issue. Na sa no imagine say oni be ma shia. Adwuma yi nya no say. Say on fa duro na watu kosua. Ditwa kosua no. So be ya spend kosua na ma nyinse bia ma na say kosua.
Ditwa kosua no pai no tre no.
So be ya nyinse bia ntuma. Sa o fa so na on tu kosua no so a na stop hormones no a estrogen na ma kosua beto no na a stop no. 3 days na wa fa no nya no hormone no entimi emma. Ejo be fa sa ne ma na every time na wa ja ba so onyinse no na ba adapt. And the body was on Obun and sa acha 2 days or say jai. And I say, let me jab some baby you know me and sa then say will be my and no mama body no, but no say I just don't want to say then about it. And he say, Miss one ma, and they do make Ocean man and Mayana.
Means ye
so
means ye be.
The fan
Baba or say a monzo. Omu di bibia tete Panie. As is any body no.
Na say one who say do school be ya see a boy kwala. It a sort of force. Mo je tu na ko ya panie na so na PM.
Akwala go school.
Go school.
E no so free na ba e.
It say kwaya
doctor for mo na mo hayo, mo na mo wo panie ma nkola yo.
Kwaya ba say e man no find in sen no.
Eh.
It say parents one ma estrogen na come ko so na nyina no. Enya kwaya.
Asen no.
You know, so most you said 5 years, not 3 years.
Who dari nyana che o just
so so
na nwo
so na so you know following 5 years and say ko yi and 3 years na so
na wo ntimi ga say ma yi mi mpebiem
how are the baby no
e di asem gra nia
so enti no e so no e distort hormones na e ma oba no e bu nsa no enti wani bi won ma e bi o school no akosha obe wi aware no a obe yi no
ko ha be ma ikwa
na body no adapt afei ensebo no boso be mienu enum ensia ese onya mi no ri a ensebo no hono ma makra what of sad na o share no nti we so hono ma am wo pane no every 3 months no ko wo back na a distort hormones na for 3 months ɛso yɛ ano akɔwɔ fɔ
ne sunsun so ne saa Adams yɛ time na kɛbɛ saa ne ma ɔmo yɛ nyinaa no
one
sɛ de nsɛm bɛbrɛ wɔn
erikan nsabuo na nyɛ ya but the time will come wobɛsɛ aseɛ nya ya wɔ nsabuo no because of saa nneɛma no a
by bi so sɛ ɛyɛ wo ɛm sɛ there are some eduru hɔ a ɔmo
okay ɛsi pain is what the patient said it is ɛyɛ wo ɛyɛ deɛ sometimes I say ɔte to bi hu pane a ne wo tu asɛ wobɛwu yaw a ɔte no saa na ɔno ehu yaw obeso hu a ɛnyɛ biribi ama no sɛ ne ntoma ka no ɛnɔ mama no saa na ɔso hu yaw but nsabuo no because ɛnyɛ ade yɛ painful but once you discover biribi kɔ so hɔ no mo a ɛkyɛ sɛ biribi
problem bi wɔ
contraction mɛba bia bɛnya wei kakra but nyɛ ade a wɔsɛ esuo sɛ wote yaw ma obi
ebi bu fa so
nti mi ne sɛ ɔhaw bi wɔ hɔ awode line na asase ahohono biribi ahono ne kuro wɔ nso na oyɛ sɛ ya ɛbɛyɛ ɔya awode nso obu nsa contraction expansion na epia biribi ama wɔnte the moment ekuro mu na ɛyɛ saa no bɛnya saa yaw no but kuro no free saa ne ma wei na meka wasɛm mu ɛna baa afei nsabuo no every 28 days ɛwɔ sɛ ɔbaa bu ne nsa
28 days
and that's every 30 days also bu nsa but ebi one day no etimi 10 months na mai
odigum
ono say sɛ odi no
oyigu so
follow cycle now e ma o from to say okay etina betuma bu nsa nti wo pie kra no
o ya aware say
o ya aware no afa bibi but wo mu de no at this time say oni muta babu o kwa wo say ne ho ase na fe obi washroom bi na apa eni kwa say wo no eba saa we no
okay
but in the long run no ebe koso aye saa na mo we be koso a afi wo say mo ara na ama wo
okay wow
honum and the mekwa
0277 asema ye kan nya atem tenten eya na eye issues a obi a won de
yes
enti de eya na Dr. Adams kan nyina ye general one wotu a wotie ya una wonim wasem
ekoso wodi no
nti osori ya no afre no 0277 001234
yes
0277 001234 and 0241 367349 0241 367349 0277 001234 and yes aswa Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital Kumasi and Ghana have bia na be who branch na wo fra na e be kire o be ate ne kwa ha atwuma techima ohuma asefo ase kwa so na me de menim ewo Kumasi ya atwuma techima Adams ye me na so
yes
tuyefo ba ko kan na afi fa soso na ye nko na ene de me sure say e ma 100 na ate enkan o se mu 70
efre
eba o fre ba na mo hwe de ebe ye
yes
because me ansem bi ho ene na me the first time
and what we want ma
na de pani a je hunza e om de ba for mpanyimfo a
ene nkwana na jafa
mpanyimfo a bi om fi se e na wo no obi wa wie na wo
na no family and do ma 5 for na ma so we do kan wa na all plan o da all plan
o so ko plan hwan o plan plafo
what is
plafo
the we can say that natural ways are ya dey say na na for so so
o ko console o be che Adam
we want to trust can twa o hu an krokron ha no e na ka no bra e ma no ho no
okay
ya dey bia homos no nyina betuma check ni nyina a che dey ma yi ye ba bro so man sabo no sa how no nyina ba wo wi a na pe ho do
e man is here next because he come me ma
mati
for na man nya feel at 02770 or TV na numbers also you can take a shot of the numbers na wa free o free na you busy don't worry call keep calling be Adam said that's it
I'm not 30 miles
that's it
0277
nim there oh you are sharing knowledge
yes
because the mama was am shed up na me ko church na me mo ba dey be mo kwa dey audio hey what near di akola keto na pani e show na o ma mi buza say dey na show nso abeka say
o de bon ho ba
obi anso ne bansa enne yu kola ne ba fi aso ne nsa we se bibi shewa hey edi o na no asebesi offense na mo so what jonim na mo offense aya si akwada ne free school SS2 SHS2 ɛna ne papa kɔhwɛ na ɛso ni hɔ na agya ɔno a TC ho a ɔkɔ no boss man kuma police for amane tom ko hu na ɛsɛ adoptions ɛdɛ nti wɔ sɛ ɛkyikyikyi nipa abaya na sɛ adan ne akɔkye ne boyfriend no a ɔkɔhyɛ ne dɛm ti waku no asɛm aba fresh ba akɔ no ti ɛbɛka yɛ waku no because ne papa akɔkye ne boy ti sɛ de Ghana yɛ wɔ asɛm te ho
nti na meka no because obansa na sɛ na odi agora
obi anso so ne bansa ɛne man nsa sɛ bibi hyɛ obi a question no ne enwa ade
nti yɛ sɔre number
no obi aso ne yire kra to obi hyɛ ne nsa woni mo
o bebe ana de oku kwa de on
o ma bon sɛ captain ban no
on hyɛ busum miensa so na o panel de sɛ ɔkɔwa
doctor for mo hayo also obi ba bi omu sɛ okunu wɔ yi ɛne wokunum na 0277001234 0277001234 na 0241367349 Adam said that's it obia ba so obia mumusa no sɛ hwana na wo yes ade no yes aye nti ase kra ora ba hu sɛ camera no so capture baba o di ade fa chire okay chire din mama Adam so when Alaja kito Robert say member that is akonya no em say you bona fide member that at least enye sorry na member bi Zach it's 8:49
yes the weekend is back again and interesting football matches
they say the man for say and say me man meet to do no more uninterrupted what they can amana nsem the obeso can be aka say nkofo a said from so the emo bi anka nasem this be we invite me
so
I want invite you
I don't say the other BBC
na say eya na ntwachia wo obed mo kasa me nka bi dibo kasa me nka bi edu zakito nko aso a na so muso muntu no fo so ye kasa ntwia ye bebo
so league is back na interesting fixtures across Europe, England, Germany, Italy, and also in the Spanish La Liga. So uko England Visa Mame so far saves teams, keepers na make it so far in the Premier League. Saves made. This tells you a story of how some of the teams, especially I'm picking for City, for example, why they've lost 2 of their 3 games so far. We say Nanka City keeper naturally will not making 11 saves after just 3 games. So we say a team anka a ball come so do draw for their keeper to making 11 saves from their 3 games. Tottenham the normal of them. Even though they have now bought a coach, Obiafi Senka, on more expansive football team, and look at the face a problem. No, but games of Mabono, they are under a lot of attacker. Teams are able to exploit them, create chances, not keep on asking more from conceding. Ubanya Leno, Ubanya Matsels, David Raya also comes in, making 10 saves, and I understand why some Arsenal fans are not happy, even though they've lost 1 of just their 3 games of ball and defeat against the defending champions, that is Liverpool. But overall, many believe that and yet the performance that they were expecting from the team, even though it's early days yet, Raya have made 10 saves so far in the Premier League. And so it tells you how some of them, it's a big teams, I'll be ashamed, Yaman share that and from a lot of them because yes, early days yet, City they can still bounce back. A normal of Pep Guardiola said, yes, even though last season he struggled when Timian bounced back, but baby said, I don't bet Timia no bounce back. That leads us to the big game in England this weekend. That is Ochena at the Etihad Sports Stadium, Manchester City hosting Manchester United. So to only say City lose 2 of their first 3 games. The last time I beat 204-205 season, not Pep Nyamba Man City. So Mulusu they have 2 of 3 games. Oh my boy, in the Premier League. Mr. Otuo, Pep Guardiola as a manager, since was started a head coach, what coach was Spain, what Germany, what England, a been told that. So yeah, but 3 matches, 9 points at stake. Na Pep, I pick it a 3. A bit end to Pep Guardiola da. But for the first time as a manager, Pep got 3 points out of 9 as a City manager. And that has still raised a lot of concern about how he can build a team going forward. Mr. Otuo, I want fixture. Away teams, recently end time lose. One fixture, away team recently end time lose. It will find the City, the Manchester Derby now. The last 20, home team lose 10. The last 20 Manchester Derby, home team lose 10. And our home team no win 6 pay. So the home teams have lost more in the last 20 Manchester Derby. And United are going to this fixture to the last 4 competitive games in 90 minutes. Omun lose will be against Man City. They've won 2 and drawn 2 against Pep Guardiola in the last 4. I born in 90 minutes. The confidence is high. Ruben Amorim went there and won 2-1 last season against Pep Guardiola. If you are Ruben Amorim or Manchester United, there's some belief of hope. Say, especially when he was the one who led the team to do that 2-1 comeback at the Etihad against Bobo for Man City. But I believe say one thing very about City this season defensively, it looks like problems how he will get the best out of them. Wabo Lewis right back, Abo Nunes the Portuguese international right back. Nobody has been convincing. And Nuri at left back have been the one on there. Looks like a farmer at Man City, but also no fitness issues until on board games in no free and then the benefits of a down for tomorrow. But Omunya rule out from the game completely. And also center back has been the main issue. Osati with Stones, any Diaz. 2 games, there were a lot of problems. Until last game, or the Husanov, a boy, a benchy Diaz. But Husanov went out injured, and also even though they've not ruled him out, but we are not sure about the fitness level. It gives a lot of fitness issues for Man City. One big area, City dominance, forget about the goals Aguero was giving Pep Guardiola. The goals Alan Eddie Momo, Alvarez Kevin De Bruyne Amunyano. But one area and key for Pep dominance in Mumford. How he was able to dominate opponents with Rodrigo, A.K. Gondegan, and Kevin De Bruyne. Along the right, Kovacic, a lot of players have come in. The dominance in midfield was a key point, and that's a key element of Pep Guardiola's dominance. But in the Pep team midfield, and doing dominating games. If Tijani Randes is a very exceptional, very good midfielder, but on yes, our players now don't dominate games. Boss, he locates spaces and attack them. It's like the only player with ability to hold on ball, Rodri. And Tim Biano, Unya Kudra, you are able to play against City. So watch them against Wolves. Wolves, watch them in the game against Brighton. So Unya Kudra no more Nibidia. City find a way to always struggle. It was our games. In the Premier League era, Visa, Mame, Eina, me move on. Teams are Pep lose games in the Premier League on your screen. Now, Tottenham move 10 after beating City recently. They moved to 10, tie with Liverpool. It's open teams are. I'm gonna Pep about will lose these teams. Liverpool 10, Tottenham 10, Man United 9, Chelsea 8, and the next team is Real Madrid. If you look at this table, one thing is very clear: if Pep Guardiola's Man City in the Manchester derby, it has not always been a one-sided game. Especially when a team is playing at home, about this Manchester derby and the huge pressure it me affect performance. So a game that I don't me who a defeat for United or side game no more. I don't see Amaron losing. And unse na discuss goalkeeping issue no. Coach now confirm say he will go with Arte Ochina game in because Ochina no. So Arte will start in that game. Mount is out. Kuna is also out. Until these are two players on winner. No, coach and Rulom I said they are not fit to play in that game. No. But a game that I don't see United losing. Either 1-1 or 2-1 win for Manchester United. It was a game because Arsenal will beat Nottingham Forest. The new manager bounce on the age and 11:30. Especially coach now over far Nottingham Forest. Unsenke Bakuna the Amapamano. Or you know say no espiritu. Obeka could defend, they sit deep, then take movement and attack Arsenal with the pacey wingers on one. And Arsenal are finding it difficult to break teams now on Man City deep, no. Yes, you know this year with Jokers Abeka maybe an assessor. But the near name is Arsenal are there how many parties City deep, no. I almost struggle to play against them because I had for them to break them. But we ain't sign down okay because Adabakwa and I believe in, even though the Emma also don't see here at a point in time he changed in the philosophy last season. The last 15 or 20 games of ball in all competition, plus league and anything, Europa League in have no defender. He or changing the mentality of playing attacking expansive football to now defend. It do we know Tottenham games were not nice to watch under Ange. Yes, you named the Oyerepa Nottingham Forest. So the Tottenham last days in the Eba, and I say he's coming to play. Send the names of Obona. Say side of Obona them so to our Emirates or no, they are in trouble because you give spaces to Arsenal, they will punish you. Wow, here Madueke at England, Biano saw say Arsenal have signed a very good player. At least now, say Busaka knew what Arsenal will not struggle for replacement. Last season, Sterling. And another air boss Saka Nua, but today air Madueke. And whoever watched him in that England game now boy against Sebebiano knows Arsenal have gotten an equally good replacement for Saka. It was outside one no. Mzoto Jokeres to score. Yes. Now young call for Arsenal to win the game by 3-1. It was our game now because no. Brentford and Luku good sir. Omunshadanye good sir. Even though Omo winning one game so far in the Premier League. Chelsea and then confirms the Palmer actually 2 times with the team. So what it means is say Palmer training 2 times in the day or available for selection. As whether coach ever starting or on starting is another year. Last season this fixture go and beam game ending a goalless draw. Chelsea couldn't score, Brentford couldn't score. Last season it was a game of course no. But Brentford and Luku convincing this season after Omo Esa coach Thomas Frank Tottenham a different team altogether. Even though the only place Omo changes aba attack on no. Wisa is not there and Mbeumo is not there. At least from Mbeumo Ouattara is doing the job perfect for them. But Thiago now what replacing Wisa na enya the fit. And Tianko Chelsea baby how Brentford abon no mun convincing so too and Chelsea a win or draw for Chelsea. That was our game now. On Monday Brentford and so no. Burnley able home against Liverpool so too. And there Ebenya Ishak Ochana say obesi form. As whether he will start or not in there. Coach Mukondra. Coach no say on your fully fit. On your fully fit there, but he will play. And we should not expect say in many years no. About 1990. It's Ishak will play his first game. Yami Ochana for Liverpool against Burnley. Since May 2024 rather, Burnley and lose a home game. Since May 2024, Burnley are yet to lose a home game. But they are playing against a team. Burnley and lose 14 of their last 18 meetings against Liverpool. They have lost 14 of their last 18 Premier League games against Liverpool. Only 2 wins and 2 draw. Now, this results, it includes the last 6 meetings at Turf Moor. Liverpool have won all against Burnley. So Burnley are yet to even record a single point against Liverpool at Turf Moor in their last 6 home games. And the game, a bit ikakra for Burnley, even though Liverpool themselves haven't been convincing. Putting results aside, performance hasn't been convincing. But Ancelot and Manteno, I am what is mostly important in football by getting the 3 points, almost 100% record in the Premier League. But Menyesha was say, and then one of those games now, Liverpool will drop points in the Premier League. And see, Oko or Nyamiad Moch now, Liverpool to win plus goes to Ebedoso. And see, handicap win for Liverpool. And 2-0 be 3-1 win be for Liverpool against Burnley and Honor. Serie A may have some interesting features. Now, and then the big one, Juve Inter Milan. Juve so far 100% record in the Italian Serie A. Almost at year pa Serie A. So Inter before the international break in Elusu at home to Udine by 2-1. Now Juve Adebakwa Omaya recently fired their record against Inter Milan. Inter winning just one of their last 12 away games at Juventus. It's the last 12 away games at Inter Juve win only one pair. And they've lost 8. It's Juve at home against Inter recently there. Juve bought more than year and a mark Juve that advantage. But goals and also Inter 2.5 goals. Juve together win by 1-0 or 2-0. And a game that I see Inter Milan getting the results over there. Napoli will beat Fiorentina. Unim say, yeah, for international break, ever be at the last 7 international break, like Napoli, almost last 7 games after international break, Biano, almost winning with 6. So I don't know Napoli. I am my new pan say immediately for international break, they are very strong side. And see against Fiorentina, and now they are who say Fiorentina bet Majina or Manas because the last 7 away games of Fiorentina Nina no. Omo winning 4 and about draw 3. They are like unbeaten in their last 7 away games against Fiorentina. And Tianko for 2-1 win for Fiorentina also game no. I'm to make I say Milan so any Bologna or match. Na me adma ochana. Milan na ebo hum. This is the first test for Milan. So far the test no money na no muntimi o match say omo of form, performance of form. Even though omutimi winning 1 match, but performance wasn't good. This will be the real test against Milan. Bologna will test them. We say Bologna, who say oh match. Different from say oh against some teams now Milan on boy Lecce and Cremonese. Where Bologna.
Okay.
It's at San Siro. One thing that is sure, they say Milan will be tested.
Okay.
And then there's some for now coach in the ball of Modric. Any chick, any for Fana, they will be tested. So it's a young call for double chance for Bologna.
Okay.
Game that I see Milan winning.
Medasi P. Lawyer Ura. Lawyer say or Manchester Nipo say Minkase Zakito keke Minkasa man Zakito. Or say was I mean masema akanya. I'm the time I wo ye United ni City game no. And Osresa, I'm a man for visa of him no. It was so pa. There's no way United will lose this game. But that's an account. Who's United in team lose so much in that.
So I don't see them losing.
I don't see them.
Losing.
Okay, Mr. Oyerepa Acheampong.
Mr. Otuo.
Oyerepa your question na
Kwesi.
Who your question? What's the question? Tina Mekasa. Who your question then? So who ni answer? No problem. Young boy, like it to the NB near and then no coitus interrupt.
International break, no, Yakwaba. Then no Benfica, my engine Aquaba, come a surprise 1-1 draw in it me PM. A last minute mistake from Nicolas Otamendi, our own Otamendi, too. No, I will share a defender of his caliber. Na boa or head the ama keeper as a back pass, and you see for total power pass was a state of national bleeding, all because of that one movement from Nicolas Otamendi, and that is what if international break by the Mayan. You get the big clubs. I wouldn't even say one will be see from Mama no, so Mama won't say see from. So we should all be cautious of the kind of scorelines you been. We are going to get surprising scorelines this weekend, but our matches never cost no. Some of the big guys will fall. If you be pick a draw, be a yembe if you be consider early go, be a they will try as much as possible to come back, but they will fail. And Benfica was the warning shot for the rest that will follow. Now, yeah, quiet nimno. And now Germany by Leverkusen. Otuo Yembo Omabaso. I mean, it was an entertainment game, pa. And Omutimi PM life after Eric Ten Hag. And that is the story. A 3-1 win, whilst they picked 2 red cards. Yeah, bonito, Eddie Amomo. Let's see how Leverkusen basically also. Once Leverkusen found their two say in their career or in their history, manager or the West manager Moya appointing was Eric Ten Hag. A very sad one for Eric Ten Hag. One of the managers and himself from Ajax, Kobe Uremo United, and Kaya bought the top guys now. Obabe Kahono, but to went me and PM and Yomako Felu United, Nakwako Twaso, a year, a kind of saying Leverkusen, and after so free on. It seems like Leverkusen at me find your mojo after one game. So you ever said any of content right there. And these other matches in Shada and Yahoo these were the few ones. But to today's game, Moto Madrid was 3-3 under Xavi Alonso. Now me makase see a started season that's a new coach bar. Now all be manage a big club. If you pay so much attention to the total play of the manager, you'll be making a mistake because there are few managers and a team build it on my identity within 3 matches. You see the signals, but for the identity and the structure to be so clear that but when you come to a big team, at the say a brow build your identity now time the resource any idea about my confidence, I ran it through the hearts of the fans. And could him do, and Alonso was 3-3. That is the most important thing. Sad the top time amount. It buys you time. It gives the supporters some form of belief in you as a manager. And now, Madrid is leading Barcelona or La Liga table also. And at the every season, you better pay free Xavi Alonso on here say. Or bet me the Madrid agit the Spanish La Liga now. Will he prevent Barcelona from doing a back-to-back? Because we told you more Atletico Madrid they bonnet I say we must start it slow pa. Then we also look at Alonso in the Champions League. But so with me the La Liga, one the Champions League no crana, you still get time because clearly Alonso quite to say a project for Madrid. Madrid are going in for a young manager. Not so much achievement, massive achievement by winning the Bundesliga there, but only a Champions League achievement. So I had time around for Benitez about Madrid. No to know what the Champions League pay. Jose Mourinho about Madrid, what the Champions League pay. Carlo Ancelotti about Madrid, what the Champions League pay. It's just a level no in terms of appointing coaches. Also Alonso the ending to do. It's a with me just Spanish La Liga now you buy yourself time. Now into today's game on mobile. Now, it looks like Trent might come back to the lineup. Now, Militao, anything, that boy, said, your both season, and said, but the development of that boy in the deep zone of Madrid defense, I said Madrid for no, a signing of the season, Madrid. And even, contenders for signing of the season, that defender, De Hoyson, is part of it. Because on Messi pass, he's just superb. And from the World Club Championship, now no more be who say, Rudiger a fit to, Alaba a fit to, Militao a fit to, and found in Madrid, defenders no be a fit, he will start. And that is the kind of job our boy in defense for Madrid. Solid player. Then after Gulam to the last time I catch say Alonso will win a lot of applause from Madrid fans for how or bringing the best out of Adagula, Tchouameni, Federico Valverde in the midfield. Mastantuano, any Mbappe, Vinicius Junior front three. Tutu, Atia Bakusu Pefi Alonso, the recovery of Vinicius Junior. Well, it's Alonso. I'm making it clear to Rodrigo say, right one in the own yaho. Into compete with Vinicius on the left. And Rodrigo knew and said he accepted to stay and compete with her at the match of Madrid. So that give Alonso some form of options. For now, the issue of discipline and TBSA control over the team yet. And this is a tough game against Royal Sociedad too. But I think that with what Madrid they, I won't be surprised on betting Yako PM or Nam so to be normally be 2-0 B and a 2-1 B and a free or Ediakwako PM, and they still maintain their lead on top of the Spanish La Liga. Now elsewhere, Barcelona Valencia. Spanish La Liga now come on now. Barcelona injury issues kakra, especially in the middle. Gavi, now when you're Frankie de Jong, omunina out. Intiene Casado ene eye Abrante fen Pedri. Now when you're a Danny Olmo for the midfield three. Now me to Pedri no. Yeah, shana nka boy no wasemi. Boy no come international breaky papa. He makes complex things look simple from the midfield area. He's a genius. And yeah, best central midfielders now in the world are. Obia best sorry I say Pedri is the best, you know. Argument you have key points to defend that particular statement. All them so to also beat me cast statement, will beat me pass a comment be. Now within 40 seconds, now I'm a list of players, we know about boss argument in Muntokro, no piato baby. Sarah your argument in Ibio. But in the case of Pedri, when it comes to the midfield, he's just a blessing to Barcelona. No, I was watching Spain. Now so two passes now bono. Who say Papa no be about sa war pass no you play be a frame. He knows when to turn. He knows how to direct the rhythm, how to set the tempo. When he joins the attack, say be away no be passing straight no a pass here left. And by the time I bring the full picture of the idea behind the pass to the left side, then you appreciate the brilliance behind boy and Pedri. Though Frankie de Jong has been a perfect partner for Pedri, and Gavi also being that rigid type, but still having the ingredients to play in a typical Barcelona midfield. But I'm not sure Casado Danny Olmo let Barcelona down in this game. Now the issue of ego, I PM in the last Barcelona game against Rayo Vallecano, where even Pedri and Casado Betu just said they survived last season because of teamwork. Automation him say it be repeated this season. Umpo. Rafinha would love to win the Ballon d'Or and be part of the Brazil greats. Magic Ballon d'Or. Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Ronaldo. The list goes on and on. No more magic, no better person count. Until there are some moments he will be a bit selfish. Lamine Yamal is the new number 10 for Barcelona, and when you are the number 10 of Barcelona, you are the face of the club. You are the sergeants in the show. Ebra ya chia tum se club ni nyina no. One ye di wasi anim so okon di anim. And when you have this responsibility, there are times you want to show up and let the world know say the responsibility was accepted and you are leading. And you do some time you are to connect with other players. You might look for individual glory. And why? From Eros to last season to this season, the confidence of Lamine Yamal, Afibia Peja, it's your ball Nibu Hamster too. We're beating two players because I have Barcelona gamer. It looks like the tactical arrangement to stop Lamine Yamal is 2 versus Lamar. So I survive yet our players you don't expect him to say cut it in because also no ball right. Into a cut it in but on the favorite left foot so. Oh expect this cut it in no. About 29 ben kumunu so a ye wo say open free wash goals on different occasions of a pass yama. Sana nkomo na koye because on cutting beto ni weaker foot so or cutting beto ni favorite foot so and or the be say Donnarumma or the be say Edison almost all the great goalkeepers kotoa mu nyina obende de show mu to obeduru ha obebende em so to obende nya ni nyina na behye. So it's something they must find a way of resolving. And it looks like maybe Ferran Torres might start. Torres ne start here. Or no more balance kakra. Because no, though he's leading, but he's not really chasing statistics like Robert Lewandowski. No, be expect to pass mameno. So let's see how things will go for Barcelona. I don't think Barca will let their fans down. It should also be a win, a revival and a response to the last game on board draw. No. That is what I'm expecting from them. Now in England, to Guardiola troubles no better, so I'm already beso jego. I agree with Zakito. United fans no money GD, and I'm a bit surprised. The City team has so many issues, unresolved issues, that it makes it difficult to trust them. Match they won against Wolves, excellent job. That was the first episode of the Tignani Rande show. After first episode, na I say a jaiba. Moving on, so must stop it. Who moving in Rodri, Abani, Atia, Bernardo Silva, Mo Hobart. You still don't have that confidence in the City team, especially their defense. Also, Guardiola starting in coaching, any season, you almost any defense na yere pampi biya because I know anyhow. And from last season, he has unresolved issues on his right side. So what check City from last season? We do all kinds of centre back partnership. Bobi, Akanji Diaz, Akanji Vadio, Diaz Stones. Name them. What missing is what they are frefra. So right now, you more be up pen paper say the last 40 matches of Manchester City. Mame, your best centre back pair will be. Because we want to establish it down. And team be only established centre back pair. You have an issue. In the Arsenal, Johnny saw 3 seasons running. Arsenal the best defense in the EPO, no? A Saliba and Gabriel. Constant. Liverpool, you talk about a year Kunate, Van Dijk, established. The great days of Chelsea, John Terry Cavallo, the great days of Madrid, Pepe Ramos, the great days of Barcelona, Puyol, Piqué. Any moment be I would back to no, and now we about or we about when your issue, and that is the problem of Manchester City. Match we know, yeah, sure how I said could menu likely so bebo. A bit me Kobe Casemiro, Diego Dalot, and a year, Bakwi, Patrick Doug, Ahmad will preach from that side. There was one lineup and not Diego Dalot, but Ahmad on the wing back, then a year Doug, Nuenya Bruno going forward, Okoka in Buemo Honesescu. I think they say Zimudio free bench ba. I'll go for Advantage United in this game. Okay. I City to score, no doubt about it. Both teams to score, no doubt about it. But maybe we now Ruben Amorim and glory over Pep Guardiola to 2 That is what I expect. I expect Arsenal to win. I expect Liverpool to win. Chelsea Brentford, difficult game for them, but Chelsea will not lose this match. Okay. Yeah.
So but that's it. That's it. 9:21. Jibo.
So too. Weekend I said do be matches in Basso. Do stage winner so too na Obompire say team. E betimi awini na anyoma betimi akoye di ama. Ma men sha sem free the Italian Serie A. Derby d'Italia. Inter Milan to Juventus e the J Arena. Miloto a game emu bedding. But my many can fan to just say. Looking at the strength of these two teams, we team simi no more or more than bono ma ho den. Game no age na 1-1. Juve 1, Inter Milan 1. Reason is simple. Yes. Juve had a perfect start. Omo winning omo first game of the season against Parma and omo ko share Genoa. In these two games,
player na Juventus kwanya ready say obey part of their plans this season. Dusan Vlahovic actually 2 goals in these 2 games. The lead man for Juventus currently, Jonathan David, the Canadian, Almunyano, as a free agent from Lille in the French league. Then Juve to Asukofa, Lois Openda, the Belgian international from Leipzig. Eti ufa Juve 3 lead man say kasa number 9, the obejina Juve anymore. In Openda, Jonathan Davis, Vlahovic. Juve war depth ewo anymore, and especially when it comes to goal scoring. Openda crowd there, Mizoto, Otimibo as a second striker at the mount. It's one area I think Juventus is so strong. Season way in their games. A bad day say Juventus will games more abroad Munche go. Juve attack with this player Simeon saying. One area Juventus is weak, Mizoto Eyomo defense. The match Juventus is weak in say. When you pick Juventus as a football club, since I teach Juventus, see even last season, Juventus club na who na as a football club, they be your defense. It's in the history of Italian football. Forget about the Milan team under Arrigo Sacchi. That had some of the finest defenders. Amzo to Amasha Epe of Budiejina Pitch Bobo. Not a single football club in Italy. And Amzo to Omanya world class defenders to play for them consistently. This is a club of Juventus. It's Juve there. Their strength as a football club are your defense. But this season, Zoto offer Juventus defense. Back there, you go to the Obono, Obogarty, Bremen, and Kelly. Then the 2 wing backs from the right, Pierre Karun. From the left, Cambia so yes suspended for this game. It's in a game that possible said that position will go for Philip Kostic. It's often a back 5 now. This is not a Juventus like back 5. And no never Inter Milan chance because Inter Sucra one of the best players when it comes to attack in the Italian Serie A in Lautaro Martinez and Thuram. Even though Lautaro Martinez any a good record against Juventus, I'm say 16 games against them to actually only 2 goals. But one thing I Inter and said there are certain areas of more transition like their midfield. Last season their midfield 3 was Nico Barella, Hakan Chanolu, and Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan is aging. It's in a almost the sausage. And the air pamu Mkhitaryan kakra. They have upgraded their defense. Yes, Benjamin Pavard was experienced, Okomase. Bringing in Manuel Akanji, who is a proven winner, together with Alchebi and Baksoni. Then their wing backs of Di Marco and Dumfries. If you say Inter, and Kisuomo level on kakra. Eti enonema Juve with even their good attack no cannot score more goals because under Christian Kivu, yes, Omulusu omo last league game to Udinese. This Inter defense doesn't go on high line. They sit deep. It is scoring against them very difficult. It's me for Juve attack, na me for Inter defense, na me for Inter attack, na me for Juve defense. So Juve will score 1, Inter will score 1, then the game will end 1-1. The J Arena between Juventus and Club FN say Inter Milan. The derby de Italia. Yes, there are other games in the Italian Serie A. Fiorentina, Ebetnefie, Abo against Napoli with Stefano Pioli. Because the season where a season, it will not be an Antonio Conte season. Reason is simple. Obi onim Antonio Conte be enim say Antonio Conte your coach. Untimi compete a lot of competitions. Especially it was a Champions League beka no ho a. Say wo be fan say league nkwana bejima season ye target a league obeje. And the Conte beje ne simple the amount. But so league ni wie na the following season ye the Champions League beka no ho a. It becomes problem for Antonio Conte. Esi ewo Juventus, esi wo Chelsea, esi wo Tottenham Hotspur. Zoto and I need Obabeso Napoli. Fiorentina under Stefano Pioli. Yes, almost season to any bad, but any up to the standard. Based on how one Fiorentina was playing under Rafael Palladino. Pioli Beshen and I. Pioli is an experienced Italian Serie A coach, even though he has won only 1 Serie A trophy. But he's a journeyman. Coach Inter, coach Lazio, coach AC Milan. Fiorentina, this is the second time I will coach Fiorentina. It's against a Napoli team, so it's difficult to break, especially with how a Conte teams ball. And you know, added creativity to their team in the person of Kevin De Bruyne. No, it makes it quite difficult for club friends to say, Fiorentina. Into that game, no, yes, when say international break, there will be a lot of shocks. It will be a mob one. Yes, some clubs might be favorite, but the international break, I have shocks, beba. Mamema Napoli, so 2, Fiorentina 2. It was our game anymore. Milan bebo against Bologna. Nyame yad mo china. Ewo San Siro. Mizoto the Allegri journey continues. Makasa say mo ha say if you know Mas Allegri, mizoto men kon kwhwe Allegri games or kwhwe Pep Guardiola side. Mas Allegri some of the few coaches that they still represent how Italian teams mizoto ye training omo. Or ye defensive minded coach. The Allegri nim ewo ni wiase oba ye resource. We are son, boy on farm. Yes, Milan might have Luka Modric, and no the Andra Rabia Beckham. Milan will Pulisic, Milan will Rafael who is yet to start a game because of injury. Allegri the is a ball torneta, asa. And that has been Allegri. One thing is he's a proven winner. It's a difficult for Mizoto to analyze how an team bobo. Yebe no aje cap. Coach is what serious is here. He has won more than any of them. It's difficult to assess Allegri team by saying, say, you want Allegri team to play an entertaining football. And one strength of his Allegri's team since Obeye coach has been how the compactness of how Allegri team is defended. Inti Ochina game never kosono. This is not a Consasayo Milan. This is not Fonseca's Milan. Bologna are good against them. This is a Milan side. So Allegri knows how to defend and knows how to utilize the few chances. Ebebo makwemno. Eti nyame yad mo china so ewo San Siro. So Mamema Milan 2, Bologna 1. Ewo that game. Quickly into the English Premier League. Bema boda. Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. Time here very important. I don't know why Nottingham Forest now with Espirito. Whilst deep down within them, the new sporting director of the club, Edu. No mukofa ne baye no. Edu nye obi amzoto. Sa bo na no Espirito Santo bo no pe. But this is where the problem is. Coach awa qualify for a long period. Now we need European football, no more opportunity to play in European football. It's difficult to sack him. E come ofa so sack no dwene ho awonte ase. But now yade o ma plan so mo beye because of the new direction at club and person omoko. They needed somebody who suited the star. How Edu wants his team to play as a sporting director. If so, Aden Amokoye pre-season. Ewa Abraham nim se coach. Enya de amone ne beto aso. No man ko pe coach. Ama metenase. Anton idea farmer players no. Before the season be start. No more trainer season na start. Ansan makofa Postecoglou Edenaba. That becomes a problem. But this is a coach currently you cannot predict him. In his career, the only European trophy and the biggest trophy he has won as a coach, a Europa League no in the last season. It's my Mr. question. Or Europa League, where about setting the team up in a defensive system, and what they call Europa League. No, when about attacking football, Mizotone ball nefe, but a nye cap. Minkasa wa nye cap da, but when he came into the Premier League, which is a top level league, and sana obe changing the star na matod na makwa cap. So we are Postecoglou. Obeko with how we used to Tottenham the second half of last season to achieve our Nottingham Forest and as a stage way. And our Bayer Wagner say Ube implemented the Postecoglou for a long period. And playing against a team to say Arsenal. Zoto on team Kobo Sabo na yenim se Postecoglou bono. He needs to go the second season of the second part of last season. How was setting up Tottenham team no to play against Arsenal team. And one thing Arsenal struggle and they say Arsenal ball against size am so too almost city deep. Omo on a low blocker. Arsenal break and san omo timi ashomo. So occur with that approach, it becomes a difficult game. Individually they have good players and one of the best side when it comes to transition. Gibbs White, from Gibbs White to Chris Wood. A famous combination in the English Premier League. Anytime I take Chris White, I'm in a dangerous position. Gibbs White in a dangerous position. The next name abete Chris Wood. From Gibbs White to Chris Wood, na ball than it. It's when it comes to transition, one more one of the best in the Premier League. In a defensive setup, the games becomes difficult. Arsenal win 2-1. So in attacking setup, then Arsenal will score 3, Nottingham Forest Ebesha 1. That is our game in ABC Akko. Chelsea Bebo against Brentford, another difficult game. Mizoto, Brentford, omo team know how they play under Thomas Frank and Sana Frank got Tottenham and Sisan you. Only say the players that you need to let your system function and ababe a problem, especially Johan Bisa in Buemo. The speed and no rely on it. Creativity there, I'm lucky because some player no know the creativity must have 2 players say Buemo and Visa. Yeah, a branch a friend said Damsgaard no. Breaking them down very difficult. Into a Jumana thing at the match Chelsea. But Chelsea build the mentality be. Even on their bad days, they find a way to win. One of the games to Malesti say after international break shocks no. Chelsea game they count. But on paper there, a game Chelsea be grinding results be a 1-0 be. But if a shock, a game between Chelsea and the Brentford, a man will be on because after international break shock no game back where they akwa home Chelsea and the Brentford game no. Liverpool will beat Burnley. Nyame ya adu na. Liverpool will beat Burnley. Nyame ya adu na. Na she no mo be she Burnley no. It's even possible if Isaac given like 30 minutes to play his first game for Liverpool, will even score his first goal for Liverpool. One of the sides I'm to how they defend here very weak, and how to close spaces here very weak here Burnley in the English Premier League. And also near there Isaac or one there. It's the near be. That is one of his strengths. It's Liverpool ni Burnley game possible 3-0 or 4-0 for club a friend say Liverpool. Then the Manchester derby. Na me we Premier League no. Bema Boda. I don't know say Donnarumma be born the first game the City. But also me raise this concern for a long period. Say how a City a free Kyle Walker to even have the belief say Matheus Nunes and Nico Louis and a bet me solve on right back position. Something Pep Guardiola ya madwene ho a Bema Boda mentiase. This is a football club at a point. Arguably, they had the best right back in the game in Kawaka. Now, what we drew Martin Nunes, who was a midfielder, trying to turn him into a right back. In fact, yes, there were areas Manchester United were strong, and especially last season, nobody has City. So, 20 say, when you are able to exploit City weakness, especially switching your play to the wings, giving your wingers freedom to torment City be weak. It was her last season. We Ganacho games ni be a Ganacho ball pe bi no. Ube hu anu akwa ko hu Amad Diallo. Omo ha City papa because the right side of City defense and the left side of City defense are weak. This time around, Manchester United are changing kakra. Because they don't go with typical wingers, but they go with wing backs as their wingers. Ndogu and Ahmad. Then, because of their energy, they are able to go attack and come to defend. Yansha Debu has his here. A game I am sharing so same to a lot of goals bebem. And goals bebem. Yansha so because Makasa we say how the Manchester United method is being set up. Forget about the personnel and the quality of individual defenders or more. A quite more fast to defend as a team a week. This Manchester United team, one, doesn't defend like Tottenham Hotspur. Yemfanshi team. In defend it is Tottenham Hotspur. It is on attack ne besha kurana. The possibility say team na Manchester United no mo bonus besha wasro. Eti na enya nwanwa say mizoto omoni full and boy no. Omo she na full and besha. Omoni Burnley bo omo she 3 na Burnley ashe 2. It is scoring against this Manchester United team is not difficult. Anything. City team no esukura. 1. Erling Haaland, who knows how to score. 2. Tijani Hernandez, who knows how to pick spaces and punish opponents. 3. Bernardo Silva, our team located spaces they pass it to. Say City be winning game now, they need to play Doku. That game they don't need Doku game. Push United back, open their midfield, open their defense, then the games become City. Manchester United, any City games, because of time. Yanko City 3, United 2. I will give them because Nyame Aduma, Ochina, Ewo, Eye Etihad. Oko Spain there. There are some quite interesting games. Real Madrid needs Sociedad. Real Madrid last 6 games against Sociedad, Mr. 2, Omo Enlusubi. And he makes Real Madrid favorite. But Jabi Alonso Kunifie. Baby, I owe Alonso, dear Alonso, ma Alonso, be Alonso. But the funny aspect of it, is the journey as a footballer, I will obey your coach. If there is one club that can guarantee him trophies, and the rest of that now it's Peja and Bayano, and that club is Real Madrid. And then they win your opportunity to coach a club offense at Real Madrid. Yes, Oyerepa in a good international period, 3 assists, 1 goal. M1 club will be Ankono. One of the finest players the last 4-5 seasons in the Spanish La Liga. And one club, 2 teams are 2 players every year, rest of that. So the young fan say if the clan rise, cry April. Arsenal me 4-3. Merino, Zubimendi, Odegaard. Who's at the point no more me and sending a ball at the Marriott Society, no more than the Quarry Society. Me food no. Isaki Ayakana Asemi, Newcastle go find a few years society. And see, we are about the no, a yame yakaka. But it's a game Real Madrid will win, possibly 2, and it's 2-0 or 3-1 for club offense at Real Madrid. Barcelona and Valencia no be interesting. Very, very interesting. Reason in say Barcelona a team who share a lot of goals, but who defend a problem. Obi a wahwe Valencia team ni biano. Mizo to Shade win. Hugo Daru, Diego Lopez. They are made for 2 of Javi Guerrera, Batiste Salamantana. Sa nipa emienu battle with Pedri. Either Dion or Casaldo. A matcha, as a TV na Ushibi. But because Barcelona knows how to win games, and so to the battle between Jesus Vázquez and then Lamine Yamal, and the debate the weakness of Valencia because one area Vázquez enemy anyhow to defend. Adia Lamine Yamal so and say unim defend there or be punish. It is a gamer or China number Bema Boada. Barcelona will take the day. Yeah, you know, Arsenal win. Bomb of double chance. Crystal Palace double chance. Fulham double chance. Chelsea Brentford over 1.5. Real Madrid win. Bayern Munich win. Ajax win. Liverpool win. Barcelona win. Roma win. AC Milan win. PSG win. Dynamo Zagreb win. El Nasser win. Union Girosi from the Belgian League win. We air clubs are Mr. 2. And I say games I'm a demawa. Forget about the international break shocks. Games with there. Ebeto.
Also AC Milan win. Also AC Milan.
Yeah, Milan will beat Bologna.
Naza Kito checking it in Tina.
Okay.
No, you say in Tina.
Oh, Nasa. My Milan Bologna. Oh, Milan will win. Milan will win.
But no man has said one for United Nation City and Gown.
Oh, sir.
Okay. And now so.
Oh,
where's him go among for?
I see my dick than to wait with that.
Oh, guys, was it goes baby, me man.
And I'm saying City will win 3-2.
Okay.
Goes baby by City will win
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
Okay. About saying, oh, Grana. Oh, okay. Everywhere you was on saying, as any baby or more. Oh, dear, no.
Yeah, I will not. Obi fresh say. Ono atena voter na hoho efo no so mo ni prepare no mo ko vura sa water force no dia oboa I will sports no say o mo ko vura ho dia oboa ampa nra
and o mo grow mo be no ko ro the ba we and e grow mo dia be you
and say o mo be ko kro mo dia
Nani.
Department being one year. The department being one nekreke. Enti abruwe so na wuso ne ma fatu ka krai. Fatu ne tu ka krai ne mo ka krai wa wuso adie ma haso ko shiki sam ya bona Geminis. Enti ya ja wuse no. Ya so ye be pe anu aduru. Ya ye kwai be fa so ye no muhia. E be tuma tele ne ma because house of folk ya ye ninu pa ne nra boy ne die. Get off for any league now. So me difference room.
But yeah, but right. People. I be said no message man.
Okay.
Ozi ade na wa hyehyehye. Do mani atos. O go twa no ani ase no bi ya. Ya de ba ntina. De ba ntina no.
Me analyze it.
Na so dey so ka to see da bi. Ni page do so do ma dey ani.
Wa man ko for dey omuri ahye ogu. No mu go twa na ani
ase. But o ye na analysis o na mu go di so am man den. Babo
boss
yeah na Abbas Vimman na also the start league no I say Brekuma against no obey ya about the sana
wow we yala
Babo me too
Tama Hohoi United put fear into House of Folk and take a draw away. Hohoi supporter before the kickoff calls on the old lady to appear at the stadium.
United, oh, yeah, oh, United, oh, yeah, oh, me, yeah, oh, me, no, I see, yeah, United, oh, yeah, oh, United, oh, yeah, oh, me, yeah, oh, me, no, I see.
Tawa before kick off o real stadium hono na
no me tona se
abrewa no si na ya bedu nti fa so sum ni bra fa beta yechi na ya afede
to almost say no ball. But on the field of play, this is a quality side.
Oh yes.
What team say coach na here?
A well coached team.
Very
well coached team.
Very disciplined.
Well
coached.
No me meto so aka. Now
we never go to go there. We never go to go.
You go no me meto ya bodro.
Now it's hard to so nti no kuma se.
Se bia we o be bia na.
Me just say.
O come me
to go. Ben ho you know fetch. We am do kuma se na from Africa.
What did I just watch? This is not us. No shot against 10 men. The badge deserves better. Wow. Kim Grant wonders a poor performance from House of Folk. Tama, former House of Folk coach Kim Grant, or say board na house board and run a deal. We did Debbie, Omoyo, and nye, and also so no. The energy, the effort, and the performance was absolutely good. We just need some small adjustment to stay wide. We need the cutting edge. They defended with 10 men and needed patience, and we needed patience to break them down. But we can't find the right solution. Didi Dramani happy with the performance of his boys, even though they drew 1-1.
I think that we gave in everything that is needed in football. We needed the last edge, which is very important. The energy, the effort, and the performance was absolutely, good.
Did you think that you lacked a bit of creativity in midfield?
No, I think that I would disagree with you. We still found the right spaces. Sometimes you need an extra patience to play one more pass to be able to break the opponent down, because you need a lot of patience to be able to break a team that is solely defending with 10 men in their box. You don't find the spaces, it's so tight, and so sometimes you need to force the passes so that you go in for the second balls. There's a lot that we can change, and then we'll find the right solutions. The energy and the effort and performance was good. We just needed some small adjustments in terms of our positioning last area to stay more wide and allow the gaps to utilize those gaps. And then you know how it is. Sometimes when you are chasing the goal and then it's not coming, players' confidence depletes. But I believe that they still play with that courage, that we don't lose our identity, where we want to dominate play, where we want to keep some positions. We kept the positions very well from the second phase to the third phase. We just needed a cutting edge of staying more wide, and then those small gaps. Sometimes I find it difficult to describe those small gaps. They are so sensitive spaces that players just need to find themselves in, and then just that pass goes in there a 10, and then it's a good.
Tama, did you do no? We watch us when they played against Olympics, and we tactically and mentally equipped our team. It's not about physicality, it's about mentality. Tijani bluffs by saying Haas were physical, but he used mentality to get the 1 point.
Tactically, we play very well because before coming to play this game, we know exactly the team that we are going to meet. And what Asofuk did during the preseason and during the top 4 and the last game they play against Great Olympics. So we watch them, so we equip our team tactically and mentally, because we know exactly the team that we are going to face. Because playing a team like Asofok, what you need to, it's all about physical ability. It's not all about physical ability, but it's mental strength. That's exactly the plan, and definitely my boys did so well, and they play according to the plan as well. And I'm very happy for them. We do so well. Yeah, we are going to prepare the game as well, because if we can pick 1 point here, then at home we have to try as much as possible to pick all the 3 points.
Tama, I say has we physical ball no they are doing, and yeah. They who they are doing boy so they are doing tea. Omulu do so kra no na why enti eno ano no. If you want us to win the league, then give us your maximum support. Kotoko doesn't need anything but to win the league. The only way we can win the league is for you to give us your massive support. We see you, we win matches. Coach Kalim Zito invite Kotoko supporters.
Kotoko doesn't need anything apart from winning. The only position that fits Kotoko is to win the league. And we are coming all out, and the rest is with God. But we are coming to do our best. They should come to support. They should support us till the end, because the end justifies the means. The number 12 is very, very important. The moment you see a supporters, then it means you have to do everything to make them happy. How do we make them happy? By winning. So the more we see them, the more we ginger ourselves to victory. So they should come. If they want us to win the league, we also want to win the way they want us to win. So they should come to the front and let us enjoy it together. And then we see how best you can do to win the league. Without them, it can't be possible.
Has NCC elections has been postponed indefinitely. Elvis is to consult with the management, and then another date beba, and I say new date and a new arrangement.
By why?
Or issue every Sunday issue statement say were postponed. We say the first statement by so postponed because of the injunction, and then as also issue another statement say.
Next, the other catcher say obi so say betul memenda no.
No, there was plans and then come back to nene. There was plans and then come back to nene. But upon further consultation, and I decided say then they postponed the date. MI
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Until Reverend Emmanuel Marfo. I said Man United need this whole woman to survive. let the United combine.
Sofuna, Nyaman. Zach,
one. I think the game that in and run has a lot of work to do. When him say Didi Daman, why only Biano is a fan of Otuo Afrane. He's a very good player, but Afrane is a centre back. Didi knows him very well through national teams and Omuta Bona center Mufoda. I know I for Karim Aba. Karim is not an last careful Mufoda. Also virtually a DM. So until we share our lineup no. Now Karim and Afrane, two limited Mufodas. Kind limited they are not able to create. And who say Nkwana Ejino Manim. Then Subontin who is a natural winger. Then Kakari natural winger. Ano bo mu nyina eti mzoto uhwe game na Bashiru, right? Bashiru, the guy knew what he was coming to do. When say in transition they did it with ease. How two wingers no, how they able to play out as a folks so easy. Just 1, 2, 3 parties years for come bobo to space among us and the Has couldn't find any antidote to this board and sure about how United and Rano. And so say a yama offense on card. I don't call deep more. And Timothy did and I game and I did not automation here because ne in church the Munu wasn't the game that you say we had total control of everything apart from the goose. No, and boys and how born and run. They say if you see them in transition, they were better than House of Folk. Born, oh, keep on one chip. He didn't make a single save. Born, if a coach says we were in control of all situations except goals and the team control. It's a team no bob and now just a panning na there be anti-sanra. One chip bob who crash my save there be. It's a one I share no team are closer to scoring goal hoy because at least Obama can't keep on here 0 save and ra. It I think say I was said the work to solve that problem. But look I said they lack creativity because he wants to play Karim and Otuo Afrane. Some players will not do creativity. It was idea defensively. Solid because a lot of people to defend. But when they are attacking, they lack creativity because some are minus. Karim is not someone who creates anything for you. Afrane will not create anything for you. I think he has to fix that problem. No, at least or the George Paku came in and preseason. Paku was playing very well. In terms of price, all of another Paku to bench. Because boy now the boy preseason na for born about so no me for the Paku so Paku George Paku and na boy na born about so no it I'm surprised all of a sudden na Paku to bench na obo game no it ya boy about so Paku P-A-A-K-U George Paku pa ku ti menim say no try be no
Pa no dey wait my fancy.
Okay. Pa. It's another so
be a papa cook. Pa.
Emo for abaso. And no more be hu say any new almost but they are very well cool side that in a very good
game. See them.
Say in
a big game.
Assertive.
No ma kongurem honam abirwana pusa man.
Also
sako han.
Sure. So games met us on there. Kotoko brekum. A very difficult game. Chelsea I am a lot of changes. Goalkeeping changes. Defenders Martin Tom baby Omar Fasani Biaba more furthers. I'm said players are team assign on players part of I'm say 5 or 6 you do understand so massive some players in Akugu don't ma it's a lot of changes our team no kotoko also changes and on the echo brekum hoping say they will start on a very good note because immediately after this game an African game to play next week Sunday Accra So they want to start it.
Africa Cup next week.
Next week Sunday, yeah, and I'm born.
So I'm free straight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to Accra. I'm free. I'm going to
Accra.
They're going to Accra and start camping for that game. You know, it was last season. Say, Kotoa didn't lose there. I'm going to draw. Yes, they do Elbrekum. And recently, one but for 1 or 2. You know, at least they get some good results. Be and some draw. Be and based on how team it's here, no, the difference between way, at least Kotoko has Mufford, no, and it's for Kotoko today we know say they are going to play with a Mufford 3 out 2 of them, attacking Mufforders with creativity.
Okay.
At least minimum whether name I know started there, but say name man started. Me set to start. 2 things is either Adabo entry on set, because the last game now, Omoko share a goal stars no, or push it set Emmanuel 10. So Obo Adabo entry and set, but if Neyman fitness issue there, it means set to start. It's either set or Neyman one of them plus entry and Adabo in the midfield 3. Then Omabo Omo wingers no, then Donzu because you say also no. Or overtake Kwame Poku in attack no. We not draw game for Kotoko Elbrekum.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Acheampong.
And right Ghana League in the start. I think
now President Yang go kick off. Ah, in soon you wango.
In soon had you baby. No program be service for farms for. Uncle Free one Uncle Baba. Baby on our soon adeno.
Nsuo.
No, even
na flood represent your fan. Really? It's one corner. Na minister, say go over minister Jan.
Say or they will do investigation. More security guys
that say
Send a pack and I will be on custody. Anti park on president go now.
Ana yem jaba aso anko.
Anti onko.
Ezo na siganto.
Man prepare for president coming.
Yeah.
Excuse
me. Because president Obeba they get the
someone say
Abbas asem na yeka emfanye person.
Zach say
national security for your
investigation nipa which is one of them on conclude say but if president take stadium me Nizakito ayeti and yeah, national security force here born a man for
you have to fill the stadium.
Did they have to find a way to fill the stadium?
Abbas, asem na can. Enye has asem. They can say. Some advertisers said the president will be coming. And but over TV now. They were so one church was here. Some more expected president. And a wamba and a mibusa.
And I can no say on the information say any part 19 hours.
And I also see but over say president Beko baby na ensuo be manager akodia
no say no refer to supporters now man
ensuo na ama okay nti o kan say ensuo na ama nipa na ama ni na president anko okay
o kan sa dia Ghana born na e ensuo anto ani ba na question
be no de ensuo
o be munya de mo kan
president program na ko no agri program na ko
o de ensuo anto
na ensuo to okuta chinie na o
chinie
all condoms on the toy.
Enra, yeah, cancer.
I was a BIGF by my reason why.
And the issue was that majority of heart supporters and Timian called the game because of insurance. Government tools in soon started to be 4. Wow, Kobe 7 o'clock. Obetenefi. Motobajo what I say. Obetenefi. Oh. Nya dia abeko. Because Evans will be dome. No so or stadium akọ ball. Obefa KC circle. And some free circle akọ stadium. Until soon started with dome now obepe baby atena because the game is also live on TV. TV is free to air.
enye de so okoto
Yes, right.
Accra dom ya asem na make no
be so go say so go say kan
Sizo mo for
me ye nya we ye nti onya we and all the kan asem be
fine ka kire eni
o be no ma asem na wa
go fa atone no akofa ye hemfa bi
abadu nya ya say o go le go na umbi na o tisku mo
moto eti me ko bi ofa trotro trotro asem na make o nya wa kuta aka o sem
see enra nsuo ni
nti prevent
na present ango
ebema nipa bebre asa ema nipa bebre enko nti moto ema na nyewe it could have been more than this. But until sham to oshe baby nipa ni sha so mo hye eyi na se mo enti and now one of the good things has
and na park no so nsuo so pa
and shows are and no aseba na nka me be ka no one of the good things has to do with Accra Sport nsuo ato a unze bona chon
na bi ni so
na ye no hu sa hu sa me ati se me hu bi
sa ya wa stadium
so emia mu pa
so tokra hu
and I know akwa hu say ahead of the game no mo ne bar stop boys no ko yes o mo pepa omo horo park no so stance ne ade no na ye hwese ne nyoma ebeko de amom to me too it was a good game Hohoe United showed signs. It was a very resolute side. They came to the party and no one else say ka house for nya eli go bi ananka ye bi na nka their page but I'm making sure say early go no enya ade but teams na recruitment o teams no to my recruitment udi agra wa ni obi kwa akobo be underestimate no be duro bo say wa hyehyehye nkwala bi a their confidence on and off the ball will be so huge say udi agra om no be born near den pa gase ama obe wie na say waso ayeshinti did drama need to up his game. It should have been a good start for us with a win in Tiano air there and also I think the coverage was okay but I say has no got connect kasem Otuo free to air there I am koto box be near head here with your grandpa be better if you nipa be si fa tenafie no because a free to air no aso hia po bi si ni TV so on na ehwe ball no in say has no kotoko matches nim say every home match be ebe TV so no so man kasemu a man san kasemu a won be any say do there de nkura na results ni nkoyie dia nipa no betena fie no a na me so to de ma free to air ne
$1 million
if enter am ka say de ma so mo de any different from others no e say o do ebe you kese no ba
Abanska na ochiche na obi anya pe no ngwan de
has no kotoko betro letter catch say the number of matches you be should affect the number of a year kind of saying money they will be getting.
But I think that's the announcement the GFA made. So about after basic no. Your position, number of matches. I think I've heard that.
Miss position Matthew. What position Matthew number of matches.
Okay.
Enti ese the miemu pa. Na because Otuo free to air there. Baby a unya un. Baby a unya say first now nipa no say no eyi we mu here me nkoto box view free to air kure nso to endum. Free to air ni so to endum. Enti eno no nipa ne check whether na 1-2 a no atena fie. E na free to air no so advantage na sem to amount say Monday to Saturday obi akwa adwuma. Ti Sunday no so free fie pa ba krom aba he bo a omia ni TV so a ha wi. I no ka bia nim ne ade no
na so does ka catch room before I feel okay
yes I ka o
just that here we
say I count no money abre nti enya sa
o is last year no mo ho and is masa dia be si o mo dem
oba be si dem form so too but what I say
o ka generally no
ye kwaya nim no enya nempe o ye kwaya nim no
TV o yi boy you won't just can wa kwanya
we si dem
ma say the okay affect class some okay now be affect class no but what jiska
and to say why be you there kese na say wo je kese
okay ska dey
ya che ne pe okay what I say by weekend baby any go stars ni be team match embe TV what I say enti wo baby ani na say opese o go stars team na opese o go stars team na say o go stadium and I said the different Kotoko has no may Heart of Lions match. The tradition
next you go message san.
Ebe say Kotoko ne has na. No ma pe ba ku bi die huki.
Say the back row count because on has an ebunta.
Inti me make a home.
Ye ni mad because on has an agotoko na
me make a home aba.
Baby, ye ka frequency the number of times. Say wo bobo na say ye ho match. Omu yi because omni has an ebo. Say next Sabbath ye ho match wo no na agotoko na has score. What I say? Gotoko ko breku ye be yi. Do only gotoko baba be okumase no ye be say yi.
And
the number of times your matches are shown on TV. And I will book whom at the house match you will tell you better can. Ubuaka any team is on soon go over. Benzo, where Danuka Cravina or had enough as my military fee. Into an argument, they said, I'm the women matches more women fee. And this cannot be Naka crack coming there.
Sadam community. Good game by our standard, and not Benjamin Asari, wonderful save Nanka Mekan and Wana go to a point range shot to be, and I'm to a clear front. He has team no Monsanko Edgemaka. I think this would be a perfect wake up call for a Didi Draman team.
Now, I think people were expecting more from Hearts and
exactly.
Ambanra. What could be the reason?
Ambanra. I think a issue of issue of not knowing much about your opponent. Yes, a issue of not knowing much about your opponent. How team no to share. I said, "Nya come to see you, omo boy you. Omo ambo nse nchiri cap yibi. Omo ambo di omo
muteni wa. No, mni abrewa no.
Enti wone ne ko boss ana. Udi agura o ni mo pa ba o ni no. Aha, enti bo say udi agura or the young boys be.
Enti brekum
so be den. Enye better makotoko. Just that Mimi believes that if there is a chance for Kotoko to beat Chelsea at a bene because of how our Chelsea squad no no. Once the squad move maybe say Eric Ofurienchi instead of Gregory or Ben Sechere. Emmanuel Sapon moved to Hearts now and to go back to the Chelsea. But there is no Amankona, there is no Misake Free, there is no Hubert Jau, Zakaria Fuseni niho, Gregory or Ben Sechere niho. Until that is how we lose players our team no. Until Chelsea team no as a shishane kakra. Made for na compact kakra because of Kwesi Badori ne na wenya Colin Sameyaw and Vincent Eje no. Omo dey as omo wo last season omo ha majority defense Anoche Morrison aba be replace Zakaria Fuseni we chiri ho. American Eric Ofurienchi be replace Gregory Obense. There's been changes. And a banner sana possibly so here and call lineup now. New players a would bear 4. And you who to say maybe I will start bear 7 new players as against because Kamara need them now Hamza Tabo right back. Because Lord Amwane Shaibuni and I injured. Patrick Esidu left back. Then Ablo Aba. Ablo and Samba. That is what we are picking based on their course we're training. Then Adabo Kwejuset ne Emmanuel Entry. Then Hubert Jau on the bench, Walid on the bench. That is what is there. Unless he be then Kwame
Emmanuel.
Yes, on the bench.
I didn't
Oba fitness kakrent, you know. I didn't say Omomana started from the bench. We training now. Or you'll be I what to papa so be 20th minute I could beat me you the number because he was mostly part of a mom look like the first 11 no. Aha enti sana akwa enti entry you set ne Adabo in middle enti na only 2 new players what the Hamza attack one na 3 up front Kwame Poku Albertamwa Philipamo to Kotko likely to start with 4 new players to say 7. There's an old for more than the new. Into the issue of chemistry, and said than Jin Tumusa.
There's some about preseason. Chemistry there.
Also, the big coach Karim Zito can on the press and say, team no chemistry, that is what he's working on. But say any more about Kwame Puku Abetamo bomb more from January. To the only issue you double you said in entry. But I think on my buff for almost 2 months and they should be good enough. So I'm expecting a response from Kotoko. You too much back one. You crew man the defending champions against Bechem United. Can match as a bet TV so. defending champions starting the first game at home obi okọ represent your Africa Bechem United akofa Aminu Mohammed Otuo Kasa boy wafa boy na okọ Manchester City Aminu Kumasi boy one Augustino Kranmo ebe hihye mfimfin on Frank Amankwa ejina mfimfin. Look at this squad. Bechem so promising players. Nanka boy defending champion then ka league ben ye start ya wa oje e wo bo
okay. Nibo.
Eno me hwe has match ni bi.
Yeah.
One, obeka say too early. Two, maka say pre-season there. Me there. In fact pre-season there team da. And the last na me. To pre-season cry no. Here na expectation for more. And I supporters cry more pressure. Obo na was a pre-season obi akwahye 3 na supporters any agi season ni be pre-season game supporter cry hana na ni a. And oben coach said that be am say omo the pre-season yenwoma bebre if o concentration nyina results na bad game no be mistake. Has team na Mr. to maka. And problem omunya na last year no the same problem exists. Share ubudi team bia bema boda. Every single position who here a leader, a mature player with that position. Who your coach on be your second coach or parking so. Say no he game ni pa. Who's a coach in your bench? But parking so who's a team ni like a direction. Coach in a bench bet me out on ideas ama players no. But when me to offer one players are yes ebi omo potential na wo omo ni experience na do omo kobo hasa e different from Boho United because has ne de emfa won ne venue a has e bobo Ghana ha supporters in se venue bi ese ehye eti e the pressure ba players a omo ni experience so a omo ntimi perform eti e beba back to last season and 7 na e ka no Udomo said this same players here come once him so to be do stage B. Among smaller teams, on best status or more performing. It's a one area. Let me say, ka transfer window. Kahas and take advantage of the transfer window. Don't fancy show team. And how our Tara setting the team up last season in this season. Similarities. And a bonus to 2 SSA. Packing your method. You dominate games, creating chances, you need to expand play. It's in the wingers are so important to football. And the ball now you team, now we new wingers or we good out by break. We win a beba kum you be, both and I mean, say be a bit tremendous, some you na pressure start to say about so. And now, how from their strategy was simple. You enjoy the midfield play in my house. So munya boy am to dey hade say omo right back no move any left back no mo very comfortable on the ball omo ji ball bi omo the ball ne to has midfielders na chi omo ji ya no mo dey ato omo chi nti minim transfer window kura has e dey best sanwoma dey yes the season is too early but eno dey me hu ye no zoto has will need experience did the manage first part of the season no na second part on course ade nyesa problem beba on supporters na sem na ye ka no akoye nsem bebre no zutu ye ball no nyese nipa hwe ene no nipa anko stadium anyese hwe so far no has game no mo boy na uyi last season has ne kotokwa zutu me hu has match nipa ko chan no game no so far has game so mo born last season nyina wo yom ne kotoko free wa has game bia no born last season mo ze nipa ko chan no game no mo boy no because one say season e best because omoje top 4 no eno na chen has pre-season na ye supporters ni person mo hu bibi no mo twa mo ho bata team no etu de fan say zoto Kahas about 3 games. You started league no about 3, 4, 5 games. No more winning at us. I be say push your mom on do mako. But enra draw no mo boy any performance na na convincing no. and then we are seeing when nipa responsibilities are dawson and the options so dawson so tell options dawson it is a what sika ebetena stadium na wantimi entertaining na me so to mo mahwe eno na me ne me yonku bi di nkomo e ya na ye fa ne say ball na ye ball ne park so nko a ofre me free tachiman oso obekuma se dwada oba osre me a me fa ne mra studio ha no hwe TV studio na efe na me studio hwe nyina de ohu ani studio no on will be a more de hwe ayi Oyerepa studio ni beautification on sa man for criticize ebia Syria say Syria no ente se first no those days near San Siro na mzo to ba England na wunya say
and squatting say o ka say as I did for
so sorry make kind but thanks for the correction
o say blue stars na je o so in fa de enya has de am we nye was going ewiase kɔ nanim zoto nipa ehu nyoma bebree so enti baabi a yesi akan ne kora no zoto if you ntimi modernize na people will not be interested to come and watch iti na meka say ball no ye de yaka akire wo and because we are not improving because no say zoto hwede da na e league ho league we dey bin see that ye hu bi da wan nam se bebre ba hwe even the quality of play and our class procedure so to hwe nti yenye hu adwuma ye kotoko kono mo ko Chelsea no Chelsea team ne mu ayayi kakra once one club so they know how to find good players recently Ebrekum Chelsea but the difference woman last year they had Amankona scoring a lot of goals for them. Amankona he no kono Hungary and Cyprus. Egypt no kono. Okay. Mijake free so matona Mediana. Ena Zakaria abakotoko. Ena ayi Vitinha. Evenze Jeu Trivera. Eso abakotoko. What's my both players folding? Zutu. Zakaria was the commander in chief of our defense. Jehu was the maestro in the midfield. Amankonani Misak and another ball to net at the moment. And these players, Jehu Fiwa, Omo Makade, so my Ebrekum Chelsea, bear 3 seasons so. And a league in so my ball into experience. So we lose our players we are. Chelsea soon yet team or Betiska Baba to experience players. Omeko a chiro. No matter who plays some potential, no more platform. It's a big problem the moment. If there is one game, I'm the two, based on the current strength of Chelsea, it's a to go win here. It's a game on Boneno. Because of a go team now, one thing they have, the two, a players with experience. Show me 2 fullbacks, show me central defense pairing. Even their method, Hilary. Abo RTU abo Samates hwe ayi onipa yi o small boy events kojo set ono na me wo yi kakra wo ne ho coach no onye technically so
onye nyoma yi kakra because kojo bo na pimpim ne be ma ekoye boy ahoden te se pa good to
mo go pem mane
mama ne go pem no
me ma mo pem
mama ne
okay
so ebe very interesting game ewo Ebrekum an area nti said off me fair 2 teams and I think the worst for Kotoko will be a draw if obi be winning game now yes some about do experience but I think as Santo Kotoko stand a chance me so league na start me top 4 ni nie top 4 first 3
in which order?
First, second, third.
Okay, first year one.
First, second, third. 2025, 2026. My favorite to win the Ghana Premier League. Asante Kotoko. Followed by Adriana. Third position. I tip Karela. I tip Karela. And Karela ne krano mzoto esa Samates any go stars etwa to no my right Karela of this season because of our signing so my Adewe Makam said this is the 6th time Americans Adewe and omo coach a league no so wajibida our experience for league fourth ne na ye problem mame because me wa about 4 clubs are who some be compete for the 4th position.
Okay.
Nations, Mediema, Gold Stars and Ahas. Dynamics of the season and how Ghana Premier League ni city no. Is it true? And nonna Emma Mediema slight advantage over Nations has Gold Stars. It's make a canning in our boomer. Kotoko, Adriana, Karela, Mediema. My top 4.
Alright.
So your top 4 na be no.
Oh, this year na we are now the buy.
If you come ye di obi
no be say mu say o ba no na this year na e ba
ti. If you come to me ba this year na ye di dada.
E mu die hen na wo ye.
Me ye top 4.
O the buy.
Me the buy.
Okay.
And am ti bi ka ho a.
Okay.
Ana ti me die no.
Okay.
Me so me top 4 this year league no. House of Folk first. Adriana second. House of Folk first, Adriana second. Mediama third. 4 na kan Mediama 5.
Say na o ya ne na ya adwene wo. Apart from first no. Adriana ne Mediama ne Karela ne nyina.
Karela bit ma ba 4.
Okay. Na Kotoko e. Yenye sentimental to for now. Abasi you know.
I'm not here. I go see ya and House of Folk supporters. I'm say we past 4-5 years here. House of Folk first match PL wa yet me are in there. Then at Waswa Manra. Did you know I lose, I draw. If you draw there is better than lose. That is over more. Said the bro we are not Nyama ntimi ankoso yie ama yen said ye na eye no enti mate producer na bomba beti se me dem ye no nyina se na me kan dem a enti House of Folk say be start producer wa ya de obo djuma che so house me kakra House of Folk so ka ye ne de nso be ye me de first 4 ne first one the House of Folk has never that first second eye Adriana third eye Mediama and a 4 no Mediama 5 teams do ba pribia no timi aba ho ba bia ni ka ho ana samates ka ho ana kalera ga bi o ya nka se me di 5 first omon be pre no gra no nka achie be hwi
se ba ko na me
nja achie be hwi neze mini ya yeri die oja be systems we cha na obi anga nwasem oja be systems eti ji so aka ni wi an say ball no enra say de yeri kan dia ha mini ya ka say nsuo nipa na ma security wise no present info and agutesa te si a so masoro akoye ko enra nsuo no omo si akra start 1 no go enka for omo si start 1 to 2 tosa no break here na baby we must break here stop wo mo tire timi ko djuma ko ye salabai baby we wa and stop after na baby stop and esa to aso to aso sa ma time ani ye bobo ni nyina na area fa yesi fa baby Legon side wono mo ba ni Madina so o mo hwe yesa tam ho nyina ne so no ye bobo ye ne so ne to eti nipa no mo ko stadium kwa na e se ke bo baba so omo ya mo ba so mo ti fi o ma no mo ni ye condemn o mo
obi an condemn bia
so o mo anya de no
obi an condemn de kan ze match o kan ze ma nipa anko dada
ha de ma nipa anko no o ye so aka sa wi o sa be kasi so say o hwe match e bo since last kotoko de no kura mi nsura enipa e ko onra no e be ben no maza kazi ni kotoko na e ya kazi ni stay cool has ni kotoko ne bon last year wa kra no e be has ni stay cool striker na nyo na nyakura enti yedi wie no ye be se de okoduo ye de ye ko na yenuanom na o ma frame from voter region So we are pulling on the buy. The young crop for the bar, into a grass or mobile, with the Agbelima.
Yes,
Agbelima Banchi Morino. Timer.
I'm fire program in Yago. Baako yɛ Opoku Free also Obremai Central SDA. Na on the Oyerepa de wo ada ho. Opoku sinne ɛyɛ na woda. Nti Opoku Free ye fa fidie so ne we show happy birthday. Afi yenko ɛyɛ Doma West District Health Directorate. Na yenko we she Mr. Bright Ofosu Chreme. Mr. Bright Ofosu Chreme. Ono so obi a honfa ye sports in Agro. Ene Mr. Ofosu Chreme, sorry, Ofosu Chreme. Ene na woda ntima me fa fidie so. Na Mr. Bright Ofosu Chreme. On senior human resource manager. Doma West District Health Directorate. Happy birthday.
Okay. Visa. Mr. Efriye Mafu. Mr. Efriye Mafu. Mr. Efriye